Yo, how's it going, guys? Hello.
Yo! All right. I guess we are back with day two of the Lawless Trial. And we have the semifinals today, which is going to be very interesting. We have first Invictus versus Umbrella, and then Sinners versus Elysium, some top tier teams. And today we're going to have best of fives, which means we're going to have more killers. The teams have to dig a little bit deeper in the killer pool, and I'm pretty excited to see it.
Yeah, it's going to be a really good a really good day of games. We're starting around. I think we're starting out right away with Invictus versus Umbrella, which I think is it's such a sick matchup, bro. Umbrella looked so good yesterday. Like that team is like, I mean, I know they're always like a very good consistent team, but I felt like they were really on top of their game yesterday. And obviously Invictus is they're Invictus, so you pretty much always know what to expect with them. Like they're always doing big things. And yeah, I think this is like the part where I'm really excited about because I think with the best of five. Now we're kind of forcing them into picks that are maybe a little bit unconventional in this kind of a setting, and I think it's going to be really interesting to see how those play out on some of these maps. What are your thoughts? Like, if you had a prediction here, what what do you think? How many games are we going to see here in this best of five?
I
I
think
feel like
we went to we went to the maximum of games every single time in this tournament, I think, so far, and I hope we continue that streak. We have some interesting maps. I mean, first we're gonna go into Cold Hard, then Dead Dog, which we're gonna see what people are gonna do there. This is always a dangerous map to put into your tourney pool. Then we have Temple of Purgation, the game. Nightlight on the game, maybe. That's gonna be interesting again. And Rotten Fields. I mean, Umbrella also has fallen up, by the way. So we have two real nurse specialists on both sides. So I don't know if we're gonna see the mirror match on the game. But yeah, that's gonna be interesting.
yeah, Nurse did not get banned. It looks like the two bans were Spirit and Kaneki, so yeah, I mean, I guess I think those both do make sense in terms of bans, but yeah, that does leave Nurse open for Gideon Meat Plant. So we're probably going to see that another round of destruction there. I don't know. That was so brutal yesterday in the Sinners versus Winter matchup.
True.
So I guess we'll see how it plays out for them. I would assume they're not going to play that in anything else. It feels like one of those like you definitely have to save it for that.
True. I mean, both nurses had different pucks, though. That was really interesting because they did not mirror their strategy. And that's probably one of the reasons why I love this tournament. I had so much fun yesterday because everyone is bringing different things. Like the meta is so undeveloped. I don't think you could ever have this again because like it would kind of get boring if the meta ever develops. But right now, it's really fun to see.
Yeah, I agree. It's one of those things where like, I feel like some of like the weird off meta picks that catch people off. Like for instance, I think Bolitar yesterday on the Krasu, like how like I think that like working out the way it did, it has to be like a catching people off guard thing. I do feel like the more people kind of get used to the different things that can be done, I think like it kind of loses its power as it goes on. But yeah, I do think there's still like I think there's a lot that they can still do that hasn't been done yet. Like I feel like we kind of just scratched the surface yesterday. And I think today we're probably going to see a lot more. Again, especially considering that we're kind of forcing people to, right? The fact that there's so many matches and they really do have to like pick killers that are a little bit outside of their comfort zone or maybe outside of like the top 3 killers. I'm excited, man. I mean, even just looking at this map pool, I'm trying to like figure out like who's being used where, right? Because again, like we're starting out with like CT, and you would usually expect CT to be a nurse map, right?
Yeah.
But obviously, we're probably going to save that for getting Meat Plant. So
true.
Yeah,
I mean, you could mind game that and put Nurse and give up Gideon Meat Plant, but like, why would you? I mean, there's some mind games to be done with like the non-mirrored matchups. Also, you have to like see with like the survivor pucks you bring because Kotar is a little bit open. I don't even know what I would pick here. If I wouldn't pick Nurse on Kotar, I don't know. It's like, it's a hard map to get going because the loops are relatively close together. So you need a killer with strong anti-loop, but the map is pretty small. So yeah.
Yeah, it seems tough. Like I feel like, and again, like I feel like there's maps later. Like for instance, you can kind of just come out of the gate with Blight on CT, but then also you have maps like Rotten Fields later, where like, obviously you can always keep Billy for that or something, but Blight there seems kind of nice. Temple of Purgation is a map right in the middle. Like and what's interesting is I do think like if someone saves Blight for later and then the other team doesn't, like you can end up having a massive advantage later on, right? Like if you think you can get a good result on like Dracula on Cool Tower or something, for instance, right? And then you can save your Blight for later, then maybe you kind of have this like hidden pocket power spike halfway through the best of 5 that you can get like a big result on. So yeah, it's kind of spicy. I'm curious what we'll see. If we'll see anything interesting. I'm curious if we'll see anything like really out of the box like Krasu, you know, because I feel there is so many. Again, they got rid of 2 of the high tier killers. They got rid of Spirit and Kaneki. So yeah, they are going to be having to really make some like interesting adjustments and pick some not top 3, top 4, top 5 killers.
Absolutely.
So yeah, and then also we, Dead Dog Sleuth's on there, which I won't say what I'm thinking, but I think a lot of people are probably thinking the same thing when it comes to Dead Dog. We could end up having the old 45-minute matchup.
We'll see. We'll see.
Depending on how the teams are feeling about it.
Yeah, considering it's a best of 5, you can't really just go with like the strongest killers. And yeah, we're loading in, and the first killer is Blight. We have Pop, Nowhere to Hide. That's an interesting build that you would never see in a comp setting.
Yeah, that's and then also they have Pain Res and DMS as well. Really, really strong build. Super aggressive. No corrupt intervention, which does kind of make sense. A killer like Blight with this much mobility can definitely get away with it. And I feel like this is classic, like Umbrella, like the old Russian pre-drop on these pallets.
Yeah, absolutely.
5 rushes fatigue though.
The thing is though, in this map, the loops are so connected, right? There are so many loops back to back. I think you might have trouble getting going on Blight here, to be honest. But that's going to be the first hit. The Magic taking it, and Overcome once again being used by Team Umbrella. They did the same thing yesterday.
Yep. It's interesting. Again, like this feels like a meta that's kind of developing too. Everyone has Overcome, Fast Track, and then like it's like a lot of the same perks. Like I mean, we guys saw this yesterday with like Sinners, where they would run like those 2 plus like DS and Resurgence. This time we're seeing like Dead Hard, DS. Like I feel like that kind of meta is developing a bit. Ooh, Magic not able to win that pallet though when he does go down. Still decently fast down for Pedro, all things considered. I feel like Magic did okay here in the beginning, but Pedro was able to find those 2 hits kind of fast after that initial chase.
I wonder if Nowhere to Hide, that could really throw the survivors off. If someone is hiding Fawn Anuk here somewhere around, and there's a gen to kick in terror radius, then this survivor might be cooked. Oh my, wait, we saw the aura. We saw 1 millisecond of the aura.
Did he? Oh.
Wow, that's a huge find here. The savior has been spotted, and someone else has to rotate around.
To the point where you just has to. Oh, I thought he was just forcing lock completely, but yeah, he's trying to buy time. But yeah, that's gonna force Excise off his gen to get the unhook, which is time off gens. It's really hurting the efficiency for sure of Umbrella. Yeah. No gens are popped yet, and I'm not even sure if Hardball's gonna pop before the Spain Rush comes in. It's gonna be really close. He pops. Oh, he doesn't pop.
What? Deadman Switch was still on cooldown, luckily for them, otherwise that would have been even worse.
Yep.
And now looks like Pedro's is happy to go for chases here, not looking for a tunnel out.
Yeah, which does make sense. I think it's pretty safe to assume every survivor is probably going to have some form of anti-tunnel, which we did see DS on the survivor that was hooked. Ooh, good 3 rush hit there. That Orman tile, pretty dangerous against Blight rushes. Next size is going to head back to this filler, but again, this is another one of those fillers where if you kind of get blocked down, not really much you can do if he kind of just walks you down and gets set up for a 2 rush hit.
That looked very goofy, but what Access was trying to predict, a rush to cut off the window and try to double back there to... But yeah, Pedros is playing it safe and no chance.
Yep, we got a couple people injured, trying to reset. 2 gens done, but honestly, really, really good pacing already for Pedro. Like, it's definitely not bad at all.
Yeah.
Three different hooks for 2 gens done, and he's just right back in there. The fact that this map is so small means that he can, like, get that hook and immediately be right on top of people. Like, I think he only used, like, 3 rushes to get on top of Hardwell here. Hardwell with the fire barrel.
What?
Oh, my God.
The juice. Holy.
I can't believe that worked as well as it did. That was disgusting. The fire barrel master, man, and gonna be some trouble here. He might not be. Oh, no. Pedro wants to go back to hook. It's looking kind of dead here up until you get to this pallet. And yeah, here we go. Excise probably gonna try to take this hit for him. Nope, suppose not.
Couldn't do it. And that's another attack on Swatter, who probably... No, he doesn't have overcome, actually. Okay, interesting. That's such an interesting build. He doesn't have an exhaustion puck.
Yeah, right? That's kind of bizarre. It's like pure savior build. He was worried about Dead Hard. Pedro was trying to bait it, but it wasn't even in play. That is really interesting. He's like, it's like, yeah, it's like he has babysitter and shoulder. Like it's like full savior. Like it's kind of odd to not have an exhaustion there.
Yeah. Honestly, I don't even think they have deliverance in play, right? I didn't see a single one. Very interesting.
I don't think. Yeah, I saw shoulder on like a couple people. Yeah, well, I think Exercise and Swatter had it, but yeah, I think there was no. I wonder if they were gonna do the same thing. We saw Umbrella do this all day yesterday, where Swatter would like run up and shoulder the first hook, you know?
Yeah.
And I wonder if they were gonna do that again. I'm not sure because like their builds are different, like a bit different this time around. It was such an interesting way to play yesterday, but we didn't quite see it today because Swatter got caught out. And Hardwell gets the unhook and gets immediately tagged. And I mean, look at the HUD, bro. All 4 people injured. We are at 1 gen left, but this is getting real sketch.
This is the only decisive strike in the entire trial, by the way, I think. So Swatter baiting very well. And yeah, what are we gonna do here? Pedro seemingly waiting for the bleed out. No, he's trying to jump the gen.
Yeah, probably not quite comfortable with the gen speeds in the setting. I mean, it is, again, it's kind of like I said, I think all the players probably have that their own mental clock of how long they have before a gen pops, and I think that clock kind of gets messed up a lot in this setting with all the like prove thyself and BMPs and fast tracks. Like it's probably very hard to judge a lot of this, so I think it's probably erring on the side of caution, on the side of caution and playing safe and making sure they don't pop these gens for free. And again, like look at this, like all this pressure they got. Painter's DMS on the gen bottom, pop, and again, nowhere to hide with the rushes is so insane. The fact that nowhere to hide follows you around like that is so strong, bro. Like he kicks it and he rushes like 20 meters away and still has the ore reading. It's so strong.
This is the first time we've seen nowhere to hide on Blight, though. Pedro, like very, very unique build, honestly. No eruption on Blight too.
Yeah, that is very bizarre, especially considering he has pop already, right? Like it just seems so like, I guess, obvious to have like pop eruption. But yeah, I think the nowhere to hide adjustment has been very, very good.
And that's another at Dead Hard being eaten. Le Magic buying so much time now. He has the fatigue, and yeah, Umbrella working every single gen on the map.
Yeah, I think Pedro probably wants. I mean, if he could kill Swatter quickly now, that would probably be ideal because he definitely knows his DS is out. But honestly, looks like he's gonna go for Magic instead. Does he slug here? Does he want the 4K? It looks like he does. Yeah, I was gonna say if he picks here, I think it might be giving up the 4K, but he is going for it.
Really?
Oh, might have been a mistake. Needs to try to make something happen here. Nope. Messed up his bumps a little bit there and kind of pays the price. All 5 bumps on cooldown. Has to kick this now. Look at how much they have to respect nowhere to hide, though. You see how much they have to leave the gens so much, which is actually like such a huge deal, man. It's gonna take them that much longer to get back on the gens now, after the fact.
Oh.
Ooh.
Wait, this is a huge down though because X is dead on hook, which means he's gonna go for the kill. Doesn't even want to pick him up or anything using the Mori.
I didn't realize he had a Mori. He messed up earlier on Swatter. He could have just Mori'd him. I think he must have forgot about it.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, because he was in that locker bleeding. He could have waited for him to pop out and then just Mori him. That's interesting. Maybe he just was concerned about the gen and didn't realize how much progress it had. I don't know. Wow, what a conversion that was. That was disgusting.
I see. Pedro's kind of in it right now, right? They don't even have that much progress right now.
Yeah, that gen top mid feels like it's like filling up high. I'm wondering if it's been hit by a lot of like fast tracks. You know what I mean? Like it feels like the progress is going quite quick on it. So I think it might that might be like one of those like 50% gens. You know what I mean?
Oh. I think Hardwell baits the Dead Hard, doesn't even use it. He doesn't even have it.
He doesn't even have it. Yep, this is the whole no restrictions fun thing, is you just have to assume everyone has DS and Dead Hard and all these perks. Even if you don't know that they have it, you kind of just have to assume.
What?
Ooh.
That's a crazy juke. Team Umbrella kind of sticking in there. I mean, yeah, the gens are high. They're still walking all 3, if I'm not mistaken. And yeah, the magic stun is so high, you kind of have to respect that at this point.
Oh, yeah, he's trying to bait and come back. Oh, uh-oh. Oh, down he goes. I don't think he has time to hook, does he? He's gonna try. He's certainly gonna try. I kind of figured at this point you probably wouldn't hook unless it was Swatter, but Yeah, no, he's gonna try. I mean, yeah, these gens have been fast tracked a bit, so they do have like the less progress. It can be a bit deceiving, like how close the gen is to being done on the HUD because of that, like less overall progress. Slaughter's trying to bail from this. Nowhere to hide gonna activate, but I don't think Pedro just wants to try to interrupt this gen. I don't think he's gonna try to defend this.
Oh, actually, they went for the Anox, so there's nobody here. He's gonna kick that gen, but realistically, can you really hold this? Fast Rock is gonna keep kicking and make those gens go even faster.
He saw Slaughter on that gen, but yeah, I mean, I guess this gen back here at 6 has a lot of progress too. There really is no like guaranteed winning strategy here. That was a nasty down onto Hardwell though, but this has to be endgame now. Yeah, this has to be endgame.
Yeah, I mean, these are so many. Yeah, these are so many hook stages though. Like, the other killer almost has to 4K at this point.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and I do feel like at this point we're still in a position where this could be 4K 0. Like I think if he just gets a quick down here. Ooh, wow, that was a kind of impressive reach round. I can't lie. I can't believe he even got that. And he's gonna quickly kill him. Can he interrupt Slaughter in time? Again, this map is so small that I think he can.
Yeah, he's gonna get it. He has to get off the gate. And what can Hardwell do here? This is 4th rush. Oh no, he doesn't convert that.
But still loses the 50 anyway because 4.6 blight.
And how fast the gate? It's about to be open, so they get 1 out. So if it's a 4K 0, then Team Umbrella would win in the next trial. But yeah, wow, explosive trial, honestly. Very, very interesting build from Pedro. Love seeing that.
Yeah, this I think it worked out pretty well for him, man. Like I think Nowhere to Hide. I think it seems interesting to take Nowhere to Hide over Eruption because obviously Eruption just gets so much progress throughout the game. Although I will say, like, I do think with how like obvious fast track and brand new parts are here, I think every like percentage of gen value gets a bit nerfed, right? It's something that I think maybe we haven't talked about a lot, but like 10% of a gen that is only like 50 seconds total, for instance, is way less than an actual full 90-second gen. So I do think the idea of taking Nowhere to Hide and like these aura perks that just kind of guarantee tell you where people are can be really, really valuable. And I think it also kind of goes to show why that kind of stuff is banned in comp a lot because again, like Slaughter's rotation was just completely cucked early on because he kicked that gen and then rushed over towards Shaq. So
that was,
I don't know.
Right, he saw that aura for like a millisecond. But yeah, the fact that Nowhere to Hide stays on the killer means you can effectively cover such a huge area and like get aura reading on the entirety of it.
Yeah, it worked out really, really well for him, man. So I'm curious now. I guess the thing I'm curious about now with Umbrella is do they just go blight for blight, right? Like, I feel like probably. Like I feel like unless you're wanting to save blight to try to like win a matchup later. I mean, okay, is it reasonable? I don't know if like teams think this way. They probably don't. But I wonder if it's reasonable. Like, I think a lot of people consider Pedro to be like one of the better blights in the world, right? Is there a world where you could be like, okay, we're probably not going to win a blight v blight, a blight v blight matchup, so let's like run something else and then save our blight for later, so we can maybe get an advantage in like a matchup later. Like, is that? I feel like that's a viable way of thinking, but I just don't know if teams would like. I don't know. I don't know if teams want to have the attitude of like, we're not going to win this matchup. Let's like not. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like that's a rough attitude to have. So I'm not sure if that's how they would feel or not, but I think it would be interesting to see them come out here with something like Dracula or something, and then keep blight for either Temple of Purgation or Rotten Fields or something later, where they can just get a big result against a weaker killer.
I feel like Rotten Fields is kind of Billy territory though, but you could definitely, like, if you didn't play Billy on Rotten Fields, then I guess you could. I mean, it's like always possible. Maybe you don't want to. You're absolutely right. That could be a play because. Yeah, Invictus on Blight is very strong, but let's see. Maybe they have something prepared. Maybe we're gonna see a cheesy killer choice again. Maybe it's a crosser. Who knows?
Yeah, at this point, Endgame Grassroots on the table after what Bullet did yesterday. Yeah, I mean, you never know. I'm curious if something I'm curious about all day today is if we see another Henry. It did not really work out too well for Momo and Winter yesterday, and I still think that killer is too like. It's weird because I feel like if things go your way, that killer can look absolutely absurd. So like, if we do see him again, maybe it'll be the opposite. Maybe we're like, oh my god, this killer looks insane. But that killer is so like gambly that it is like an interesting choice that you could always just randomly bust out and be like, hey, let's gamble and see if we hit some shots. And if we do, then big result, So that's always on the table, but yeah, I mean, I don't know. Even if we don't save it for Rotten Fields, we still have Temple Purgation later. Like that's an interesting map that I think a lot of killers could play on. It'll be interesting to see. I don't know. I don't know.
We are going to see. Yeah, I feel like. Yeah, logically, I think it's gonna be Blight. Granite is also a pretty experienced Blight player. He used to that was like his one trick how he got into killer. As the first killer he ever played for his teams. I think he used to play Blight for Trauma even, if I'm not mistaken. Long time ago.
Interesting. Yeah, I mean, Grenad's definitely very, very capable in killer. Like I've seen him on like a bunch of different. It's interesting because I didn't really know him much as a killer player back when they had like they used to play with Bubbo a lot, right? So you just mostly saw Bubbo, but yeah, Grenade very, very capable, and we actually are seeing Grenade on Blight. Yep. So here we go.
Right. Wait,
he's got,
what?
He's got 3 rushes with Soul Chemical. Or is that Soul Chemical, or what's the one where your first rush is faster? I think is that what that is?
Yeah. That makes his first rush, I think, 5% faster. If I'm not mistaken.
Yep, and then I think the Eerie add-on also gives you a permanent 5, right? I believe. And then he has Thrill, Ruin, Pain Res, Corrupt. Very interesting. I kind of would have loved to see instead of Corrupt like a 3rd Hex, because again, this map is so small. I think you can get away with no Corrupt here, right?
Oh, yes, you absolutely can.
Oh, Dan!
Wow, great place though by Dan. This is where the speed comes in though.
Yeah. Yeah, 3 rush Blight and like the extra speed add-on on a tile like that is brutal. Like, I feel like these add-ons are really good for taking these like really safe like 2 rush hits, right? That you can get on people where you kind of walk them down a bit and then just take like 2 rushes that are near guaranteed to land. Very, very hard to go against when the killer actually knows what they're doing with it. Ooh, Kexo.
Oh, that lands.
Oh my god, that flick.
Okay,
yeah, you also get more turning too, so.
This should probably be the point where the callers made that this might be Eerie Tag. That was a very nasty flick. That is not possible, basically, I think.
I do think I think they're definitely gonna start noticing that he hasn't rushed more than 3 times as well, right? Like it's gonna start to build up over and over as the match goes on. Guys are going upstairs, no BL or anything. Was kind of juking up here. Oh! Just look, it looks like he's supposed to die deep edge top.
That
good start though.
Kind of I would almost call it similar to the last start, but this is where Pedro found the savior with nowhere to hide, which is probably not going to happen here.
Yeah.
There is Ruin. If chaos ensues, that could definitely help so much.
Yeah, Ruin can be so nasty once the pressure builds up. Yeah. Find Spitz here. Over at the maze tile. Good patience.
Oh, actually, where is he?
Yeah, right. That FOV tech is nasty, my lord. But he's gonna go straight back, it looks like. Interesting. Like, this is a bit different from what we saw from Pedro. Pedro seemed to have no interest in, like, going back to hook a whole lot. Like, he just kind of, like, took his chase wherever he went and tried to, like, get his pain reses in. We are back on Kexo again.
Yeah. The thing is, aren't you just going to eat shoulders? Like, can you actually play the classic way?
Yeah, I feel like the fact that you're going to eat shoulders and also maybe decisive strikes too, right? Like, if you get DS, then tunnel... Whoa, that flick was insane. Like, if you eat DS and then also get shouldered after the fact, like, that's just insane. Like, that's so much. That's like near game ending rate, just right there. Ooh, gets flared though. I think they're probably adjusting, right? Once you know it's a 3 rush Blight, it becomes a lot harder.
Yeah.
Because they can just flare your 3rd rush.
Exactly. You don't have that many rushes to reposition and play it safe, so you have to go for those flicks, and that make it so much more predictable.
Oh no! Kexo with the open field crowds that made him whiff. Oh no, Gren out.
Oh, he gets that wall too.
He gets away with that as well. Yeah, 3 gens done now. It's kind of it's looking really grim now for Umbrella in the set.
The thing is, I'm pretty sure Team Invictus plays a lot of pops. And yeah, like this kind of Blight you see quite a lot. Like, okay, not that much anymore actually, but it was very popular at one point.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
They probably have an easy time adjusting to it.
Yeah, 100%. I definitely think this is the kind of thing where, like, if you have some experience against it, you kind of, like, know what to do against it. Whereas, like, you could catch people off guard with it. If they're not, That being said, I
mean-
mean that's a pretty fast down.
Yeah, I think foreman slugging is probably the most reasonable thing to do here at this point. I agree.
And also for the record, I think this is another match where both teams have, I think, literally 0 anti-slug.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna throw it out there. I know that slugging, like I think 4-man slugging is still like a risky playstyle no matter what, but no one has brought anti-slug like at
They
all
should.
in this whole tournament, other than like a few plot twists.
They should summon Dwyker and let him slug them.
Like actually, bro, like yeah, get his Billy in here. He's gonna have a field day. It's interesting that no one's gone for the strategy, even on like the indoor maps, right? Even on like Midwich earlier,
Yeah.
or like Gideon Meat Plant, like and like the survivors also just weren't even worried about it too, which is so interesting.
Oh, we are starting to cleanse the totems, and this is going to take quite a while. I mean, Renard seemingly on nobody. Actually, yeah.
We'll find the totem cleanse.
Yeah, he knew there's no 4th and 5th rush to worry about. Spitz went so wide there.
Yeah, like once you use 2 rushes, they just know you have to send something, which is so rough, right? Like right here again, have to send something. I think there he even went wide on purpose, thinking he was gonna flare, but he didn't. So to the Z wall edge map he goes.
Not Spitz again on the Z wall. Oh, he wins the 50s too.
It's so, bro. It's so watching people like stall at a Z wall is so goofy, dude. It's so goofy. He doesn't commit to him though, which is interesting. Like he hit him with a normal M1 and could have like just held on to him, but I think wants to head back into the map. I think maybe he just wants to damage him to kind of make him a potential threat or a potential one tap later, and maybe he starts snowballing.
Yeah, I mean, Invictus is not even looking for heals here, seemingly. So
Yeah,
I
like
feel
Pedro's
the-
just injured on the gen. Yeah.
the thing I would be afraid of if I was Team Invictus right now is to get slugged, because there's no way he's gonna get there by hooking.
Yeah, right. Yeah, like you would think just like slow playing and healing is kind of the play here. Because yeah, like there's no world. I mean, I guess technically he does have this 4-gen top with Ruin. So maybe they just want to work with the progress they have and try to make sure they don't regress, I suppose. But
Strong flick, and that was Thrill, by the way. So Rune is still up. I think he saw Spitz, and we saw the first reset come out.
oh, yep. And now Spitz. Oh no, he messed up the flick and bumped instead.
He actually
Yep.
predicted him too. If that would have landed, that would have been a down.
Yeah. He actually won the 50, but then ended up losing it because of him colliding. So pretty unfortunate. Oh, like that hit is so stupid, bro. My lord, this add-on is insane. This would be a hook on the Pedro, but like again, it's only like a 3rd hook, right? Like it's kind of like you said. Like I don't think he gets there by hooking, by any means.
Yeah, actually, they're going for resets now. So yeah, they got 1 gen out of the way, and I think now that Rune is gone, they want to play it slow. But Granard finds them instantly.
Yeah, Kaxo was in positioning at the unhook though, so they like he can't really commit too long to this because they can now just start pressuring those topside gens with potential prove and fast track and all that stuff that they have. And yeah, I mean, how long is Granat going to be comfortable staying here? Not very long, it looks like. He's going to head to main.
Someone up there?
It seems logical that this is the gen that they would work since it's like it's so much more difficult for the killer to get there, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it's probably safe to assume Pedro has Dead Hard here. Doesn't need it yet. Confident in his ping, man. Very confident in his ping. Everyone else is healed though. Full resets on every other survivor, so they're back to full and kind of ready to attack the gens. Pedro still has his Dead Hard up, so he's.
Oh, no way.
Oh!
Like, I'm starting to think like the Eerie tag was a big mistake. Like, there's so many instances in this game where only having 3 rushes has held him back so much.
Yeah, it really does. Yeah, like even right there, like I mean, Pedro's kind of ballsy to not send it on the 2nd rush, right? But like I mean, I guess just assuming he's gonna bait Dead Hard at least 1 time, and then once he wins that first 50, he just has to, right? He has no other choice.
Oh, is that a hit? No. Great timing by Kexel, man. They're playing the chases so well.
Yeah, but look at that gen that Pedro's on. It's flying, dude.
What?
Yeah, it's done. Done. So.
And the H from Dan.
I got another dead art as well. Disgusting, dude. Yeah, there's not much that can be done here. This is definitely gonna be a sec one for Invictus. I think your light tag was bold. It was like I was definitely spicy. Like I guess I like the innovation, but I do think it does not work out in this scenario for sure. Like I think Invictus was absolutely ready for this. And they definitely showed how exploitable it is when the killer only has 3 rushes, right? It really like shuts down a lot of those safe options, like you were saying. And yeah, they took full advantage. And this was a big win, honestly. This was not even that close, really. I mean, this ends up being what, like 5 stages, I think, in the end.
Yep, that is Team Invictus. Yeah, they just, I think, honestly, Team Invictus plays so many pups. It's going to be hard to catch them off guard with stuff like this. They've played against it, you know? It's like, I think against a lot of other teams, this could work. And like 3 Rush Blight would throw them off so hard. But like, Spitz is always grinding, streaming, and like Dan is also always in pubs. So like they have played against this a million times.
Yeah, I know they've also done those like multiple hundred driver win streaks as well. You know what I mean? Like I think they've seen a lot of the random nonsense that people can like throw their way with all this. You know, like I would assume that they wouldn't even struggle. Well, actually, I guess they are the team that went against the Krasu endgame thing, right? Even that though, like for instance, I was a little surprised they weren't ready for that and didn't like carry mushrooms to that, right? Because that is one of those kind of like knowledge checks where if you're holding on to mushrooms, they like don't go away.
Apparently, they're calling it the Spitz incident now. So
oh, did he like pop a Jenny wasn't supposed to or something?
No, he died to Rancor like in a very odd way without them getting the gate done.
Yeah, I remember, yeah.
I mean, it can work. I mean, I've only played against like once, I think, ever. So like almost nobody plays that. It's always the cheese, don't underestimate it. But in this case, pure blindness was the play, and
yeah. I feel like Blight's not the kind of kind of killer you want to cheese on because he's already just so good, like as he is. Like I don't think you need to cheese someone. Like if you're already like the best killer, like I think busting out the cheese is not really that needed. But that being said, we are going to be moving on now to Dead Dog Saloon, yeah?
Yeah.
And this is an interesting map. I mean, again, like we said, we have Singularity on the table, and you know we know Nightlight is you know he's somebody that likes his Singularity from time to time. I mean, we're not going to see Invictus on Killer First, though. It's going to be interesting because we're going to see Umbrella on Killer First. I'm curious what they bust out here. We saw Spirit picked here before, but she's banned, so she can't be picked here now. I think Dracula is an obvious option with the whole like being at a TP in bat form up to the top of main and everything, on top of just being like kind of like you said before, like wolf form shuts down every pallet so well in this map. There's a couple choices I think make a lot of sense. I'm curious what they go with.
Henry,
again, no way you go with Nurse because you guys save that for later.
I wonder if Henry can also just hold the 3-gen. I feel like you could.
Yeah, I mean, we saw Momo try that. I think the problem with Henry is just that it's so gambly. Like, I think if you're hitting your shots, then yeah, I think it might be insane looking. It's just if you don't hit your shots, every time you like get put back in cooldown, it's so brutal, bro. Like having to refarm your power back.
I actually scrimmed Henry against Team Umbrella, like on the week where he came out, because I don't know why they just asked me and I said yes, and that's just so brutal because like if you lose World Breaker, it feels like this is such a momentum loss that you do not recover from in a competitive setting. It's like to get that back, you need to hit a few shots, which is super hard. These survivors know how to dodge. They might force them on. They can run into you, and yeah, without World Breaker, you don't have pressure, and it's like it feels pretty hard to make that work in a competitive setting. I see some people do really well with it, but as you said, it's such a gamble, really.
Yeah, like if you can get your World Breaker back like instantly and then hit like a shot or two, then you're like, oh god, like suddenly the starter's like, uh-oh, holy shit, you know? But yeah, like, I think we saw that a bunch yesterday when like Momo played Henry. Like there was a couple times where he got kicked out of World Breaker and then it just took him like 45 seconds to get it back or something, which is again like an eternity in a competitive setting. Yeah. And it's just you lose so much for that it just doesn't. Yeah, it's hard to justify when I think there's other such stronger, safer picks, right? Like again, you think of someone like Dracula, who is just a strong, safe pick, who you know is going to be able to get like hits and pressure and downs, right? Like I guess maybe Henry's highs are a little bit higher than Dracula's could be potentially, I guess, but even then, like I don't know, it's hard. I mean, it's possible you want to save Dracula for another set though, too. Like for instance, what the hell are they going to play on Templar Purgation? That's such an interesting map. Like I don't really know what you play there, right? Like I feel like I can like in my head I can kind of predict things. Like maybe Singularity or Dracula here on Dead Dog. You know, and Giddy Meat Plant Nurse. Rotten Field's probably Billy, right? But
Yeah.
like Temple, like
Temple
I
is
don't-
kind of the oddball. I agree. Like this is a very small map. You could probably play some strong chase killer, but honestly, I'm not too sure.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure either. Like it seems odd, and I guess that's what I'm curious about. Like I'm not sure if they're gonna save something for that, right? Like maybe they save Dracula, but I don't know. I feel like Dracula here just seems so good. It's got to be either Dracula or Singu here for either side, you would think. Also, the question is too is that if you do play Singu here, we haven't seen Singu in this whole tournament. Do you think there's any world where you run like goofy add-ons? Like that killer has a lot of weird stuff, like weird ore reading. There's like the early game add-on where everybody starts infected. I don't really know if that's worth, especially if you're going for like a 3-gen holding strat, right? That's probably not worth over something else. But I don't know. Like I'm curious what kind of exploration there is there for that kind of thing in terms of just like running weird stuff that makes life hard.
Yeah. Well, there are a lot of options. I mean, maybe you could even. Yeah. Well, hopefully the teams have something prepared for us, because it's a difficult choice. I would honestly not know what to do in this format. But that's the cool thing about it. It's so unexplored.
Yeah. I think that's what makes it pretty cool is that no one really knows for sure, you know.
So we're about to load into the trial. I always see 4 lack of rings.
That's interesting.
We are definitely gonna see something related to Kobe.
Yeah, we're going back to the up the ante builds, I think. That's interesting. Yeah. 4 salty lips. Again, I'm not even sure if they stack. I think they might. Like, I think there's like a maximum limit to luck that you could add through offerings or something. I think. I can't remember. I mean, this is so long ago, but I think we see Swatter on Killer, and yeah, this is Dracula. Okay. And full hexes.
Wow. Right, that's a crazy build. We have Haunted Devour. Okay.
Yeah, that's spicy. Really wants that exposed.
Okay, Haunted Rune used to be the comp meta like a long time ago, back in 2021. And I guess making a comeback, that's a very early first hit on Pedro.
Yup. Oh, almost falls off with that Hellfire, but not quite. Pedro gets away from that. But again, like we said before, this can be very hard to deal with. Like the wolf form, third person plus haste on these pallets that are kind of weaker, and also Hellfire zoning, to be fair, is also insane. Swatter gets that down to Pedro pretty quickly, pretty decently, and gonna go ahead and tuck him into this corner. And again, this is a good start, considering that a lot of this build relies on Ruin and the pressure you get from Ruin. This is definitely a solid start. Puts him in the corner for Devour as well, too. We've not seen Devour get like a lot of sacks and really be that fruitful this tourney, but we have seen it ran quite a few times. But it doesn't matter because again, Kobe's. He just Kobe'd immediately. So everyone's saying on gens, they're full slamming gens, and Devour not coming to play at all because of that Kobe. And Swatter is just trying to wait out the 15 seconds here, farm up some blood orbs. Oh, wait, that was a kind of god tier dead art bait. Wow, this worked extremely well. Does he have DS? He
Oh,
doesn't.
wow.
I mean,
okay, this is a hook. Like, he still has a tweet in here too, right? Yes, he does.
yeah, and like this is now a hook that they have to deal with. And they all have slippery meat. up
Wait,
the
they
ante.
don't have shoulder, do they? I don't see any shoulder on the builds. Nobody has shoulder here.
Yeah. I think they're really risking it and running like the full slippery meat up the ante build. So that's why I think slippery meat here might not really be necessary. And again, it takes up so many perk slots in your builds. But like you said, they don't have shoulder or anything now because they have 8 perks dedicated to this whole Kobe thing. And Swatter might have read this really well. I think he's just totally comfortable like tunneling here.
Oh.
He he has Zed Heart, but he already put him into deep wounds. Wait, I think Invictus strategy might be getting hard countered by Swatter here.
Yeah, the hard tunnel. This is the first time it actually works out in this tournament. But pallet saving is still on the menu. Is it though? Is it on the menu?
It's so much harder now. That was a nasty flick, bro.
2 survivors of Team Invictus around the slug
doesn't
though.
make it the double dash. Yeah, this is such a, oh my god, this is such a standoff. Oh, just goes for it. Can Dan get it from the other side? Oh, he doesn't. Kexo gets hit for it
No.
too. Oh no.
Does Spitz even complete the generator he's working on right now? He might not even complete it. Yeah, we're heading right to the gen and he's abandoning it. Rune is gonna regress this.
Oh my god, Swatter's playing this so well. I feel like he read their builds like a book right now. Like, he was not worried about the tunnel at all, or the shoulder or anything. He said, Kobe builds? Okay, I see. And he just immediately handling this with perfection. And again, we still have Thrill, Ruin, Haunted. We have all these perks to deal with. Oh
my god, that gen is done?
yeah, wait, the gen progress is actually insane though. What?
Wait, we're about to gank him.
And even here, yeah, hooking. I don't even think hooking this is a good idea
How?
with their luck builds. He's just gonna Kobe.
Yeah, and fast track is also gonna make that gen even faster. It's about to pop.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Man, I think Swatter had this up until he hooks there. I feel like if you just slug that out
Yeah.
and like keep that pressure on Kexo and make him pick up and interrupt that gen again with Ruin, I think he had like a 3-gen around Gallows. Yeah, I think he had Gallows, that gen that was being worked, and then the one behind it. I think he could have maybe pulled this out if he just didn't pick there.
Dude,
And now they're splitting gates. Dan didn't get his Kobe yet. Is he gonna get his Kobe? That's crazy. Hello?
he's like
I mean-
50% on attempt. He doesn't get it.
Wow.
Oh, that's so unlucky.
To be
I think-
fair, once one person dies, you do lose one of the stacks zone at the ante, so you
True.
do get less luck.
No.
But still, that's still like a very high % chance to Kobe.
Oh, he just runs through. Honestly, if he gets this down instantly, he might have been able to 4K. But
Yeah.
now it does seem impossible again.
Oh, the Orman tile of Dead Dog is so awkward, but Kexo doing a really good job with it. Down
One
he
coming in.
goes. Yeah.
Wait, are we actually-
try to sneak that gate? I guess. Yeah.
Bro, Kexos is gonna jump off though. He's gonna jump off and go to the gate.
Oh yeah, it truly is, isn't he? That's a good point. Oh no.
I feel like, I don't know if I'm crazy, but I feel like you have to 4-man slug this till the end of time.
Yeah. Yeah. Or at least like 3-man slug it after the kill. Like I think once
Yeah.
you got that kill, I think a 3-man slug is totally in
Yeah,
the
true.
cards.
True. No way he doesn't get it.
Oh, okay, here we go. Oh, he doesn't
Oh,
get
he
the
doesn't get
Hellfire.
hit, and there's hitting. So it's over. It's over.
Yep. Unless he can maybe get in front of him and just like body block him for an eternity, maybe? I don't know.
He
Nope.
does not manage to do that, and 15
fast.
seconds endurance is way too much.
Yep. So that ends up being 6 stages, 3 fresh is the final result, which again is kind of a shame because I feel like that was such a good early game. Like I felt like Swatter was cooking so hard. Like I feel like I think the fact that he did go for the tunnel, considering how risky that is in this tourney, like again, I feel like he read the build so well in terms of like what they were doing once he saw the Kobe. And it was like, it looked like it was going to work out really well for him. Like, I thought that was going to end up being a big result. And again, I still think it was so close. Maybe if he slugs there. But I feel like, I don't know, in the end, 6 stages, 3 fresh. Like, if you just look at the end result and don't look, and I don't look at the gameplay getting there, you're like, I guess that's okay, but like nothing crazy, right? So, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this now. Going into Umbrella Survivors.
That looked like the fastest turnout ever. But like the fact that nobody had to rotate for the fast unlock, they all have brand new parts with like insane toolboxes.
Yeah.
Like the tower was fast, the gens were fast, and in the end, yeah, that has to be a result that SWAT is probably, I don't know, probably not happy with. Is he happy with that?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. I feel like you probably were hoping for more, especially considering like how well the early game went for you, right? Like, I feel like you're probably at least hoping for more, but yeah, like that gen speed is just insane, dude. Like, I still couldn't believe that gen at the end of the street was popping whenever the spectator swapped to him. I was just like, what? How? Like, it's so wild. Like, all the perks that they have are just so strong, man. And then I think, like you said, like I think the extra efficiency of not having to rotate for pools just adds up so much, man. The gens just fly. So I don't know, man. I don't know. I feel like I think Invictus was probably happy with how that went, most likely. Like again, you're coming on now with Nightlight, who could play Dracula, he could play Singu. I mean, regardless of who he plays, if he gets 6 stages 4 fresh or something better, then he wins, which I feel like is relatively reasonable to do.
Are we gonna see luck builds again? I mean, did that work out? I feel like Dead Dog is such a map where the rotation times for survivors are so little that you can do the gens in record time. So
Yeah, it's hard to say. I don't know if we've seen full luck builds out of Umbrella yet. I think they're one of the teams that we've not seen that from. I think we've seen them do like pretty much the same thing in every match where they like again, like normally, like it didn't happen in that last white set because he got found, but Swatter has been like first unhook shouldering people like every single matchup with these guys, and I feel like they've had relatively the same builds every time we've seen them. So I don't know. Like I don't think we've seen them run the full luck. They might, but
Damn.
I guess we'll see, man. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think they ever run. They never run full. I think they're stuck with the overcome strategy, right? All the way through
Yeah.
so far. Like literally,
Yeah.
the only team to run like consistently overcome. I think so. If it worked out, it worked out.
Yeah. I think. Well, I think maybe Sinners did too, but I can't quite remember. I remember Sinners. Bro, Sinners ran like the exact same. They literally ran like 4 mirror builds like every time. It was so funny. So I'm curious. I'm wondering if they're gonna do that again today too. But
I wonder if the teams enjoy this kind of like theory crafting aspect, because I
Yeah.
love seeing them cook. I don't know if they
Same.
also love cooking, but like it's really fun to watch.
same, yeah. I'm hoping they appreciate it for the temporariness of it, right? Like again, I'm sure that none of them probably want to do this every time.
Yeah,
But yeah,
of
it's like a
course.
temporary thing. It's probably like a fun mix up from the usual, you know.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping so, because yeah, I definitely think we have seen some pretty spicy stuff so far. And again, there's still so much more tournament to go. So
Yeah.
I mean, and I think this one I'm so curious about. Like, I think if there's ever a time that we're going to see Singularity in this tournament, it's got to be now, right? So
True.
this feels like our one chance at it. We'll see. I mean, I wouldn't be too surprised if it was Dracula instead, but
To be honest, I don't think Singularity would be good given the win con, because Singularity is like either you get like nothing or you get everything. I feel like.
true. Yeah. Especially if you're going for like the 3-gen strat, then it's definitely like that, right? Like the 3-gen strat either works extremely well or does nothing at all, right? Is
Yeah.
it? I mean, and then also like playing a more aggressive Singularity, I don't think works here. Like I don't think you can get the downs fast enough to justify like I don't know. Yeah, so it is kind of an odd pick. And it is Singu, to be fair, it is Singularity. And we see four community toolboxes with BMPs from the survivors. Oh, the end game build.
Wait, what?
Oh,
It's end game Singularity.
with an early game add-on though.
He needs.
He has. This is. Huh.
What? All right, cool. So he
What a-
needs to get his stacks going. That's one thing, right? This is like a cool build and all, but you need to hit the obsession. You need to get no out stacks, and you need to hook people, and that's something you need to get going. And you don't have a build to slow the game down, which I think can be pretty hard given the setting we're playing in.
Yeah. He does manage to find Swatter here, but Swatter did grab an EMP earlier. I think they might be trying to get together to EMP together, but he might have the EMP himself now because he is in the thick of it. Yeah, he does EMP himself. Magic looks like he's grabbing another one. I think Hardwell was on one earlier too, maybe, unless I was imagining
Sure.
that.
Isn't this
Yeah.
like one of the worst kills to have overcome against?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah, because it doesn't really do much. You can just teleport right on top of your face anyway.
Yeah.
Nice, okay. Looks like Magic was hovering nearby and he instantly EMPs him. Hardwell was here too, and Nightlight's gonna pressure him off.
Yeah, I think Nightlight is honing in on the obsession to get those rememory stacks, but they're very vital for the strategy. I mean, the
Yep.
survivors have no idea that's happening, by the way. They probably think like we're about to get 3-dent.
Yeah, right, 100%, yeah. Like I think they're and also with the early game add-on too. Like I think that maybe kind of gives like maybe it's just like a really aggressive build, right? Like
Yeah.
maybe it's not like I feel like the last thing I would think is probably end game. I'd be like, yeah, either really aggressive build or end game or a 3-gen stuff, you know. And Magic here in some trouble. And yep, he's gonna be going down. That'll be 2 stacks. Remember me. This will be his first stack of No Way Out. So this is kind of where it starts going. There's no way for the obsession to change on the killer side though, right? So like, interestingly, Rancor in terms of like the Mori from that, it's a bit of a weird like anti-synergy because you need to get hits on the obsession to get Remember Me, but also like the hooks you get on them are less,
I don't
like
know
kind
if
of gives you less endgame.
I don't know if I like this build, Tofu, to be honest. The more I think about it, like I feel like it's going to be pretty hard to actually get to 6 status. Because as you said, like you want to hit the obsession, but you also want to, like that's the easy kill you get late game. So you're going to get less
Yeah.
status for that.
I can't help but feel like maybe having Noed instead of Rancor could have been better. Like
That does not give a stack, by the way. Obviously, that was a It was a hit on the obsession, but because it's an endurance hit, there's no remember me stack being gained.
Yeah, it's not an official loss of health state, so yeah, no actual stacks coming through. So it's still sitting at only 2. And at this point, you probably just want. I mean, okay, I guess in theory, maybe the idea is like maybe you just want to hook every survivor one time, and then kill obsession late game, right? Because that would technically be 6 stages for fresh, which is the exact win con. But the question there is like, do you actually get everybody hooked for one game? Like, can you realistically do that with all these perks that they have? Like, I don't know. I mean, we're getting to the second one now with Hardball going down, so this will be 2 out of 4.
Yeah.
But if that is the strategy, then you also have to like bank on the fact that you're able to actually find magic end game as well. Like, there is a lot that goes into this.
To be fair, like the entire stay injured meta will definitely help him because Terminus is gonna be huge.
Yeah.
So if he gets Granout to also be injured, they're probably never gonna reset. That's what nobody did all turning. Like almost nobody ever reset. Oh, the Magic losing the 50.
And that's another stack. That's 3 stacks. Remember me now. And I guess to be fair, if the obsession dies like before endgame, then remember me is way harder to deal with at that point because they're the only person that can do the gate quickly.
Oh, he's gonna fall in Slack endgame. He's gonna wait. He wants to tunnel the Magic out, but that's gonna be shoulder, right? There's no way you can actually do that.
Yeah, you would think. Yeah.
Wait, what? That's on straight up nothing. Okay.
Interesting pod setups. Okay. Gallows pops though.
But
Rank
Rancor.
4 rank 4 information. Very, very strong. Finds Gren out now. The last full health survivor.
Yeah. Like we said, getting that injury is going to be huge because it makes Terminus a lot stronger later on.
Yep, Gren out did avoid it for now. He's also just holding an EMP currently, waiting to pop it, but. Oh, okay. Right, looking to replace this on the cactus. I love how the cactuses are like the best pod placements on this map. You just stick pods on all the cactuses around the map and you have such good vision. Swatter. Is it shoulder? No, not shoulder.
We are not shouldering. That is so interesting. Does Swatter not have shoulder anymore?
He does have it. He just didn't shoulder.
What? Swatter went from shouldering fast talk every time to not shouldering a Deathlock survive.
Yeah, while he's unhooked. Yeah, well, I think their use of shoulder is very different from my use of shoulder, I suppose, but very interesting.
All right, Granout being spotted.
Yep. And at this point, actually, I think committing to Grenout might not be crazy, right? That's your 4th fresh.
Oh my god, dude.
And if you hook Grenout, then it's any one stage after that and it's over. Like we're getting
Look
close
at
to the win con.
Anti-camp. Anti-camp is gonna trigger that.
Oh yeah, true. It's flying up right now.
That pod is straight up on nothing, by the way.
Yeah, right? What is that? Yeah.
Oh.
That is such a crazy pod.
That's
Yeah,
how we'll make the
in.
vault. No,
Yeah, he does not make that.
I mean,
Jen and main is so high progress.
so like the way this starts to work out is I guess we are playing for a 3-gen, but now this is gonna be the end game, right? Like we're getting into the end game. This is the 5th stage. So Team Umbrella would need to play extremely clean in this end game.
Yeah, if Grenout dies at all, then it's over.
You
And
know,
if 2 stages come in any other way, it's over. So
one thing to think about, by the way, is if you were to shoulder Le Magic, Rancor becomes more valuable again. That might be the reason why they didn't do it, actually.
True. Yeah, true. Maybe you're right. Yeah, they do actually know about Rancor. So yeah, and also to be fair, he had Babysitter as well. So just a normal Babysitter on hook is probably enough there, realistically. So yeah, that's actually probably good thinking.
Oh, he can get both.
Oh, huge. Okay.
I mean, if Hardwell dies on the hook, wait, can he camp this out?
That's a tie if he dies.
Yes,
it's not
that's
a win.
a tie.
It's just a tie. I guess, are they satisfied with that? I mean, maybe.
I don't know if they get this gate open. Le Magic is definitely going to be on that far gate. Yep, he is walking. He's waiting for it, and I think that might be on time. Yes, I think that's on time. Is Snyder going to take the draw here? He needs to delay a tiny bit. Tiny bit. That's all he needs to do.
Oh.
Do they get the unlock? Is someone ready to unlock this? That's the question. Yes.
They are, yes. Yeah, I mean, even if even if Magic dies here, then it's still just a tie. So we're still mostly just. This is kind of interesting because I think he kind of took a risk going for this, hoping that they weren't in position for the unhook.
Wait.
Oh, interrupt
Swatter
Slaughter
though.
now.
Swatter's a high valuable target.
True,
this
actually. Oh wait, yeah, this works out so much better now because they can't even really 1-for-1 because Granout can't be hooked. I mean, at this point, no one else can be hooked. Like if you put Swatter on hooked and just camps him, what do they do? And basement's right there too. He can literally you plop him in basement, and one of the gates is here.
That's so smart by Nightlight. I mean, Swatter just kind of agreed at that, right? Like, there was a little bit of miscom, and he's hooked in the basement too.
Yeah.
Well, you will have to open that gate. Yeah. Hardball's gonna go there, and that's a stream over.
Yeah.
Die to a 99 gate in comp. I've seen it all now. I've seen it all.
Yep. Someone make the Reddit post. Someone make the Reddit post. It's over. Yeah, that took stage number 7 coming in on Hardball dying right now, though, which is enough for the win. The win con was 6-4 fresh. So, yep, that's the win guaranteed no matter what. And that puts Invictus up 2-0. They could 3-0 sweep this best of 5. That would be an interesting way for this day to start if they did that. Umbrella, I feel like matchups like this make me like so sad because Umbrella is playing really well. It's just like Invictus is just like consistently just a little bit stronger, right? I mean, that Blight set was maybe significantly stronger because of, I mean, I don't know. I think a lot of that was the Eerie Blight tag, but still, like Umbrella looked pretty solid in this set. It's just, again, a little bit stronger as Invictus. And I'm also wondering if them saving their Dracula pick is going to matter, right? Like, again, if we end up going into Temple of Purgation and they have Dracula and then the other side has to pick something else, that could end up mattering now too, right? We kind of saved a strong killer on Invictus' side. Whereas I'm not really sure Singularity gets used anywhere else. Oh. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. The Scoops and Hoy employees paying their respects, I believe.
Actually, double scoops. I just realized. That's Granout leaving.
Yeah, Granout gets out with his fresh hook, so they do get those 3 stages out at least. But there you go, 9 stages, 3 fresh for Nightlight. Strong result, honestly. Like again, 9 stages, 3 fresh, in a setting where all things are allowed. Again, if we could rewind to like before we watched a single game in this tournament, if you just asked me like, hey, how does Singu do in a completely anything goes tournament? I don't know if I would say 9 stages, 3 fresh. You know what I mean? Like that's. I feel like the results here are actually like pretty solid. Like the killers are still managing to get a lot done and get a lot of stages in. Again, I think that's been my biggest surprise this whole tournament for me. Like the games are wild and like the gens are getting done like stupid fast and everything, but the killers still are managing to salvage like pretty solid results, all things considered.
Yeah, it would be interesting to see an average after the tourney actually, because I do think like, yeah, the stomping is not as hard. Like it's it's way more snowbally than normal. I think that's a good way to put it, I guess.
Yeah. I think if either side gets ahead, it's like so much harder to stop them from just running away with it for sure. But yeah, it's just I think the killers have done a good job of not letting the survivors get super far ahead. Other than like occasional, like again, I think that Blight game from Umbrella was like a little one-sided because of your Blight tag. But other than little occasions like that, it does feel like the survivors have done a pretty good job of keeping it close. So I don't know. Oh, actually, the next map is Temple. I couldn't remember the order whether the next map was Getting Meat Plan or Temple, but the next map is Temple. So yeah, I think this is the wild card. Like I think it's in my head, it's like pretty easy to predict the killers on every map until we get to here. I mean, I would still say Invictus is probably gonna bust out Dracula here because they just still have that on the table, and why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
I don't know what the hell Umbrella's gonna play here. Like, what options do they have now? There's no Spirit or Kaneki because they're both banned. You probably want to save Nurse for Getting Meat Plant. You probably want to save Billy for Rotten Fields. What does that leave you? Like, genuinely. Like, do they play Singu?
I mean, yeah, it's kind of rough, honestly. I have no clue. Like, where's Crutchhounds? Maybe we even see the Plague. We have not seen the Plague. I think her Eerie add-on is strong. You could definitely bring her out on such a small map.
Yeah, that definitely could be an option here. Isn't that technically Plague's map lore-wise too?
True.
So, you know, home field advantage, you know, 12th man and all that. So maybe. Yeah, beyond that, I don't. Again, like, Henry, I think this is like, to me, like this is the one matchup where you have to reach and grab something that's a bit off the wall. But specifically for Umbrella, I feel like the Singu pick maybe last game was the off the wall pick for Invictus. So now I think we kind of have to see what the off the wall pick is for Umbrella. And yeah, I don't know. I can't even begin to predict.
But first, we're gonna have Invictus play.
Oh
Killer.
yeah. And I would be surprised if this is anything other than Dracula for Invictus. I mean, he's such a like all-rounder, strong killer. And considering the last 2 maps have, I feel like, what seems to be mostly guaranteed picks, this should probably be Dracula here, I think. And I believe it's Nightlight again. Yes. So.
Yep. It does seem to be Nightlight, and we're about to load in. And all right.
Whoa! No, wait a minute. I was very wrong. Okay.
No, wait, we're running it back.
It's the Bulletar build. Here we go. That's crazy.
They played against this like yesterday, and now we're coming out with the cross. So I'm interested. Does Team Umbrella, are they prepared for this?
This is bold. I think considering that the killers they still had on the table, this is so bold. He does find the initial hit on Hardball. They all grab mushrooms right away, but Hardball didn't manage to actually get his cleanse fully off. And he can't even have anybody body block. Oh, the dissolution, the cheese. Oh, the cheese.
This is literally the build that Bulletar had, right?
Yeah, I think it is. I think it's exactly the build, like fully.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Nightlight just taking one out of Bulletar's book was a good strategy, have to say, and that's gonna be the first gen already done. Yeah. And they're one cleanse now.
And Nightlight managed to do what Bulletar didn't, because again, if you remember, like he kind of got baited by the spawns.
Yeah.
And didn't get that initial down like very early, and it kind of took a little bit to get pressure going. But here we see like the hook come in right away, and this is what you're hoping for with that chicken head add-on. And Nightlight looks like he wants to spread some infections. Oh, gets them both there too.
Where we're gonna go?
Oh, am I gonna get this one too? No, just hit the gen, just hit the gen, just hit the gen. If you hit the gen, it bounces. Oh, these gamers don't know how these killers work, bro. No one plays these killers.
Yeah.
Yeah, Swatter avoids the infection for now, but it still continues to.
I mean, that's the solution though. Oh, he can vault in time because it takes a second to activate. And if he vaults again, it's over. Oh no, that's just running it down.
The old crouching wave on Steve. Pretty classic. Has a jungle gem pound though. Down it goes. Dissolution's still up. He isn't able to vault it. Guy, bro, I swear the dash hits are just so crazy in terms of their ability to land. We do have a survivor here too, but he maybe just wants to take this hook again. I think stacks and No Way Out here are huge. It's interesting seeing this as the first build too, right? Because like, or the first match. Because like I don't even know like what result are you hoping for here. I guess just like the best you could do, but it is interesting. Like how this kind of sets the pace.
Oh. Yeah, I mean, these chases are just, oh my god. Like, Nightlight is making Crosser look incredible right now, to be honest.
Yeah, I still hate the way some of the survivors plays too. I don't think pre-throw is the play, because not yet, you just die. Well,
oh, tried to make it with life, but it wasn't fast enough, and that's another hook. I mean, okay, we're only 2 minutes left though, so.
Yeah, third stack of No Way Out, but yeah, only 2 gens left already, thanks to all the gen perks. And also no corrupt intervention. Oh my god, that bounce. What in the world? Doesn't quite get that.
Fast unhook once again.
Is this magic? Is there blood on the trail? I don't think there is. This might be magic. This might be his last stack. And also, for the record, he has no Remember Me stacks right now. It is magic. Yeah, he's heading towards Jack. He does currently have no stacks to Remember Me too, so.
Yeah, true. That Pog is completely dead in that form. Does nothing.
He might not care though. If he has 3 stacks of No Way Out and Rancor, maybe he just doesn't care. Maybe he just tries to Rancor him. Oh no, this is disastrous. Wow, they just deer headlights that one, huh? They ate a double infection and then Groudon immediately goes down.
That was so weird. Why are we greeting that heal like that?
Yeah, that's very bizarre.
I feel like healing is not even that important against this killer.
Yeah, right? It's like the infections are way more important, right? Yeah, it's kind of bizarre. Oh, and now we have magic. Now we're gonna get some stacks to Remember Me. Maybe our 4th stack of No Way Out.
To be honest,
really good for Nightlight.
Cross is also a killer that never really got picked up to comp. Like I've seen like 2 comp matches. Oh, that was a great vault though. That worked out for him.
Yeah, I feel like this is definitely like a push people out of their comfort zone type pick, I think.
Yeah,
Ooh, Magic is winning these 50s. In a big way, though. He's going to be some trouble now, though. Yeah, he should be dying now, yeah. But the last gen should be popping soon. Wait,
damn.
Rancor. Wait, Rancor. Can I even pop this?
They're gonna wait for the hook, right? Surely they're gonna wait. Yeah. Renault is already 99ing.
Yeah. I think he knows it's this gen. Is there a world where you could just drop him near it? Yeah, I was gonna say.
Oh.
You could just drop him near it and then interrupt the gen, right? And then that's kind of awkward. Oh,
Wait, what?
And then they pop though.
What?
They're trying to heal tech him out of
it.
more. Yeah, right? And he full dies, and there's also 3 seconds to remember me.
Oh,
And endgame add-on.
Oh, this is huge for Team Umbrella. That might be
yeah.
that might be getting fucked here.
Yeah. That was an interesting choice to pop that.
That honestly sounded like a little bit of miscommunication because the Ace was trying to heal, Hardware was trying to heal, and Grenard decided to pop that gen.
Yep, and it looks like they only had that one mushroom on Grenon as well. Like no one else seems to have mushrooms in the moment too, which is also kind of concerning because again, no way to get them. If you're not carrying one going into endgame, there's no way to get one. They don't spawn anymore. Yeah. So like Hardware and SWAT are permanently infected now. Grenon's the only one that isn't, and he's also injured in Death Hook.
They're actually healing. I mean,
yeah, like even here, like the heal, like I mean, I guess
they have nothing else to do. Like no artist still active, so.
Yeah, true.
Oh, we're actually going for a hook. Okay.
Where the gates look like they're pretty split. I believe one's near Shack and then one's way over in the corner. Again, Swanner's going to be pretty. He's going to be in a pretty tough spot this whole time because he's just permanently broken and infected. Can't really get rid of that. And Nightlight, keeping an eye on it. Looks like he's. I think that's Swatter going in for it. Yeah. Okay, trying to body block this. Ooh, okay. No such luck. He's gonna take that hook as well. I mean, at this point, even if like nothing else happens, this is already a really good result. I feel like this is
true.
Like we're looking at what like nine stages for fresh right now.
On Krasu.
If everyone else was to get out, yeah, which is pretty nuts. The gate does open, so this could be. I think this is going to be 10 stages if he just protects us, right? Right now,
this is kind of giving me vibes that Umbrella never really played much against Krasu, to be honest. Because I think there's one of the teams that doesn't play that many pups, so there might not be crazy used to like this cheesy balls that Nightlight is bringing here.
Yeah. It definitely felt like they were caught out of their comfort zone a bit with everything about this set, right? Like it is kind of it is a strange killer choice, and yeah, again, if you're playing pretty much comp all the time, this is definitely something I don't think you're gonna have a lot of experience against. At this point, there's no way they go for this, right? I mean, up on the hill, I feel like they're healing, but no. Yeah, no, I think they're just gonna go. Yeah, 10 stages. I mean, I feel like you say this every time we see a result like this, but this is practically a 4K, right? Like you pretty much have to 4K this now on the other side to be able to beat this.
Yep.
So that's pretty, and again, especially considering how Invictus' survivors have been playing. Like again, we saw Blight CT earlier get 5 stages, so I feel like Invictus' survivors have been really efficient. And yeah, trying like having to get a 4K on them on this map, especially when again, I don't even know what killers you even have left on Umbrella, right? Like. Assuming you want to, I feel like you can't really afford to use Nurse here because you really need that friggin' meat plant. Like if you go into getting meat plant playing against their Nurse and you don't have one yourself, then you just lose that anyway. So like, I feel like you need to save that, and then you need to play something here that isn't Dracula or Blight or Billy or Nurse or Kaneki or Spirit. Like you don't have access to those 6 killers. Who else is left? I don't know.
Embrace the cheese, I guess.
Yeah, I'm curious what kind of cheese we'll see from Umbrella, I guess. But man, Invictus, I feel like they've really like caught their stride. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, I think the first round it was Praxis they went against, and Praxis is obviously a very, very top tier team. But yeah, I mean, every game yesterday went to tiebreaker, and every game was pretty close. This set so far, like this entire series, has been very, very much Invictus sided. Like they look so clean, dude. Like I swear it's like when they're on Survivor. I know that it kind of feels this way for every team because of all the gen perks, right? Like the gens are flying. For Invictus, it feels like somehow it's just like even more. It feels like they have a 5th guy on gen somehow. It's so crazy, bro. They're just so efficient.
Yeah, I think they always play 4 fast tracks. I think that almost every team played that. Not from the very beginning though. But yeah, like you said, it does seem to be one of the hardest teams to 4K in this setting. Well, let's see. I don't know. I said Plague earlier, but thinking about now, what survivors could do if they see Plague, they could literally 99 every gen, right?
Like, yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Yeah, I mean, you could run Plague with like Ruin Thrill or something though, right? Like I think you can kind of play around that too. But yeah, I mean, like the 99 strat is kind of like doable. You could also like hold, like even if there's ruin, you could try to like hold multiple gens to 99 and then pop them all around the same time, right? Like if you pop like 3 within like 10 seconds, then you kind of nullify a bit of the power too, right? Like it obviously doesn't make it go away entirely, but it helps a bit. Like there are some ways around it for sure. It's but yeah, it is like again with everything else that's used, I still just don't like. If not Plague, then what? I guess is where I'm at right now. Like Krasu again? Like do they match Krasu? I don't know.
Could be. I've seen them. Actually, I seen Umbrella play across the set against Invictus. Oh, I just remember that. I saw that like a few weeks ago, but Invictus won that very decisively. That was Fallen Art on Krasu, if I'm not mistaken. So maybe.
That's interesting. I wonder if that had any influence on them playing Krasu here. That if Invictus remembered that, and they were like, "Oh yeah, that Krasu set, we kind of went before with it, easy peasy. It's gonna run that back, you know? Maybe." Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, I'm trying to think of like the other like higher tier killers that you would think to run here, and I just can't. I can't think of anything. Like Clown? I don't know. Like I don't know. I have no idea what the hell you would run here.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, that's on them to figure out. This is why the best of 5 is kind of cool. You have more sets that you need to space out. There are just not that many top tier killers, and you kind of have to bring something cheesy at one point, I guess. So, yeah.
Yeah, like again, I feel like we saw the Singu cheese. I mean, to be fair, is Invictus just not going to play Dracula this series? I guess, like, because again, I kind of consider the end game Singularity to be kind of cheese. So I was like, okay, like that was their one cheese, and now they have Dracula, Billy, Nurse to fall back on, and they just didn't play Dracula either. So I don't know anymore. Maybe
I think they lost a couple of Dracula sets, and now they don't play it anymore. That's like what Invictus always does, to be honest. If they lose the killer twice in a row, they don't pick it for like months.
They're like, just like, yeah, it's not our killer.
It's like,
I guess
I remember like in Team Eternal, okay, that's like obviously a different team, but like very similar players. Team Eternal, they lost like 2 Blight sets, and their Palmer Blade banned Blight for like a year straight after.
I mean, to be fair, it kind of makes sense because they're so good at pretty much every killer that yeah, like they could be that picky, right? Like if there's just one killer they never want to play, they're like, yeah, I mean, we're comfortable in everyone else. So like that does make sense, I guess, right? Like if they just don't want to play Dracula, I guess that kind of checks out that they're like, whatever, like we just won't play that one killer. So yeah, I mean, I could see it. I mean, so far it's worked out. I mean, their Singu set worked. Like this Krasu result was extremely good. So, you know, hey, I'm not questioning it too much. Okay, they seem to know what they're doing. It's just interesting to see to me because now again we need to see something else from Umbrella, and I just don't know what it'll be.
Whatever it is, I think this is a phenomenal result. So beating this is like really, really hard.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything here that does. Like I'm trying to think. Even like Nurse, I think even if they wanted to like take Nurse this set and not have it for the Giddy Meat plan, which would be a crazy move for the record. But even if they did that, I still don't think you win here as Nurse either, right? Like I don't know what killer wins this at this point.
I mean, so is that maybe they just go for slugging. Maybe slugging is the play. Nobody really attempted it all tourney. No, okay, so no Survivor team played anti-slug. No killer went for slugging. So like they just don't deem it viable, I guess.
Yeah, which I still find crazy. Like I'm not sure how much people are paying attention to this, but yeah, it is kind of interesting that no one has really ran anti-slug. Like I feel like there has been multiple opportunities throughout this tournament for people to go like all out slug.
Yeah.
And it just hasn't really happened. It's kind of interesting. But even if you're gonna do that, you still need a killer that's strong enough to actually manage that, which I think is still difficult against drivers like this, right? Like if you're gonna go for a format slug, you need to get to downs really, really quickly, and you know. How's that possible when the team is as good? I mean, I do think Plague might be a good option for that, right? Like everyone stays injured. You have maybe something like Eerie Flash or oh, it's Clown. It is Clown. Okay.
Oh, okay. Wait, do you have? No, we don't have one shot, right? Okay, we have Blood Favor Clown. I mean, he is fast. He can kill people fast. Can he kill people fast enough though?
No Thrill is interesting. Does he? I guess maybe he wants his Haunted to get cleansed. Maybe he's worried that they're not going to cleanse if it's Thrill. That's interesting to not see Thrill. Every single totem build we've seen has had Thrill today.
No Corrupt, no Thrill.
Weekend, ooh.
Damn, Kexo actually greeting for the stun on that, and he gets it.
Yep. We see the add-ons from the killer are both the extra invigoration. We see 17% haste. It's so strong, bro. Like like again, like hits like that. Like this killer is genuinely. I still think this killer is so underrated. Like I think Clown is very very strong. I mean, again, I don't think it's strong enough to 4K these survivors with all the perks they have at the moment, but I think this killer is very deadly. And you can see ends that chase extremely fast with that haste.
Actually, completely between the gens here on that first down. That's probably as ideal as it gets.
Yeah,
like,
can get a hook right in between them, and now they're gonna regressive it with Ruin.
Dude, but Pedro already has a gen so high. It's like,
yeah, the gens just fly, dude.
I honestly feel like totems now, are they fast enough? I don't know.
Yeah, like
we see,
I think.
Wait, multiple plotters on the survivors. Oh, interesting.
Yeah, it looks like they are preparing a little bit for slugging, I guess. So they maybe they heard all the stuff we were saying and they said, you know what, maybe perhaps we should prepare a little. Plotters is a good middle ground too because I feel like it gives you value for things other than slugging too, but then it also kind of gives you that backup. It is a nice like in between way to handle it. And he's going for a tunnel out here on Kexo, which again, it's like hard to say like.
Oh, does that really work? I mean, he kind of has to, but like he's just gonna eat shoulder and like, I mean, do they even have shoulder though? I didn't see any shoulders on the build, but
yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure. But even if they don't, like fast track gonna be getting stacks. The haste here is just incredible, bro. He goes nowhere.
He saw that.
There is shoulder on Spitz.
Oh,
but Spitz gets spotted, but there's also shoulder on Pedro. So they have two shoulders.
Dude, I wonder if that's complete bait. To like bait him into thinking he can slug this, but in reality, he absolutely cannot, because Spitz is gonna plot this, and he's gonna be in an even worse position than he was.
Yeah, if he just plot twist edge now, which he's gonna do, right? He's gonna go edge and plot twist. Yep. And now you're in such a tough spot. Yeah, because you have to pick this.
That's genius, honestly. I think he intentionally shot himself.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, these survivors, bro. Invictus survivors are just so disgusting. With like the the level of strategy they have with things like that, it's so good. They put you in such like lose scenarios. Oh wow, this bush spot is that is an elite bush spot, bro. You know, Albie would be proud of that one for sure.
Grenard trying to find the plotters. Is he going to be able to? Wrong side, wrong side.
No way. There's no way you find that. Look at that. Where even is he?
Oh, he's going to the wrong side.
Unless you just see the spacebar prompt.
Yeah, no way. He's going to get the plotters off, and I think that kind of almost seals the deal, right?
Yeah. I don't like. He is getting close to third second devour, but I don't think it's gonna. I don't think even that comes fast enough either. I mean, we're down to one gen left already. I just feel like it's too far gone at this point. Dan in some trouble here. 9 on SB.
Oh, they're so nasty with it.
Oh my god, that was so gross. Like how you avoid a hit there against Clown with 70% haste and you hindered that's even with SB, like that's so nasty, dude. And now Granite has to leave and try to find somebody else.
Did they have mist, by the way? Like this mist is insane. I'm just
they might have. I think so. Yeah, I think somebody did. I mean, maybe the survivors did for their plot twist. I don't know. I'm not sure what the thought there. The mist is kind of nuts though.
That's actually crazy synergy. I didn't even think about.
I do feel like there is like a limited amount of offerings you can run on Survivor before you're like, I mean, let's just throw on whatever, I guess.
Yeah.
More hits coming through, but again, I feel like we need so much more than this, right? Like we need basically a 4K. We're still sitting at just 2 stages. Spitz has a gen at half already.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think you have time to. This would be the third Devour stack though. But I don't think you have time. Like, absolutely not. And they're already walking 2 different gens here. They're not even on the same gen, so...
Yeah, there's really no way to stop this. Like, at this point, it's coming and there's not really much you can do about it, right? Whoa!
Spitz ping too good.
Right? Like, actually, holy, he's got God mode on. Also, I love how Invictus, like... It's so interesting. Like literally, he doesn't even have Thrill on, and they just said, "Yeah, we're gonna just cleanse nothing. Like, we just don't even care. Like, you have totem perks, whatever.
Wow.
Like, they just don't care. They literally just don't care.
I mean,
like, I guess we were talking about people running counter force. I guess the alternative option is just to not give a shit. it just do the gens. Like, I don't know. It's worked out pretty well for him.
And once again, Flood was coming in. Dan also. Wait, no, he didn't heal. Wait, what? Did someone pick him? Sure, didn't Dan plot twist? And he didn't heal?
Yeah, did he? I don't know. Oh yeah, I
He's
mean, I'm
going-
sure he's gonna SB in now and grab the unhook. This is 3rd-2nd Devour, I guess, but like, again, at this point it's too late. They're already leaving. I mean, yeah, I mean,
Meow.
Kexo will die, but I think Pedro getting out's already enough for the win, right? Yeah, that's already enough for the win. So, wow.
Damn. All
And
right.
so Invictus just 3-0s Umbrella, yeah.
This is
Wow.
the first time we didn't see all sets. Rip the game match. I would have loved to seen it, but yeah, that's a 3-0. Very decisive though. Like Team Invictus looking mighty strong in this setting.
Yeah, I feel like they kind of had their day yesterday to like adapt and figure something. Fucking squat twist. Oh, okay. Well, goodbye, Dan. See you, buddy.
Oh my god, dude.
I feel like they kind of had their time yesterday to like adjust and kind of figure out what they were doing, and I
Yeah.
feel like they've settled. Like I feel like it did not take them very long at all, and I feel like they've settled in now to this like meta and this like style, and they look like they kind of have solved it. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like it seems like it's pretty solved here. I'm very curious to see whoever meets them in the finals if there's anything they can do against this team, especially like from the killer side against their survivors. Like that's probably, I think their survivor side has looked the most like how we thought this was going to look, right? Like again, going into this tourney, you think no restrictions, the survivors are going to dominate every game or whatever, you know?
Yeah.
And it hasn't really been like fully like that, you know, for like a lot of the teams. But I do feel like Invictus is also, by the way, there is 2 thick miss. You were wrong. They burned 2 of them. So that's kind of funny. But yeah, I feel like Invictus is actually doing what we thought the survivor teams are going to do. Like they look completely unstoppable. Like I don't know what the hell you do against them.
All right, so that was the first semifinals, but we have another one on the way. We have Sinus versus Team Elysium. Sinus being the South American super team that recently reformed. I feel like they always break up and they come back every few months. That is seemingly normal. And obviously Team Elysium, the new super team with Zaka and Zeno. So it's gonna be an interesting one.
Yeah, and Elysium, again, like I feel like they're always a bit of a wild card team. I feel like, I don't know, like Zeno as a player is kind of a wild card player, but like their roster does look pretty like super teamish, right? So you kind of expect big things. Sinner's obviously no joke of a team as well, though. They're very, very good. I feel like either, like this is one of those sets where I feel like if either team like came out here and 3-0'd, I wouldn't even be too surprised. Like either one, like either side could 3-0 the other, and I'd be like, okay, I guess, you know? So I don't know. I think this could go any which way. The map selection is really interesting for this for this best of 5. Freddy Fazbear's is the first map. That's not something you see super often. So
I've actually, okay, that was one of the suggestions from some players, by the way. I didn't want to put this in the map pool initially, but some
Really?
people suggested this map. I'm like, okay, well, let's put it in.
I honestly, I really don't hate Freddy Fazbear's. I think it's kind of okay. I think it's like Greenville, but I think it has less of those like double pallets, which I think is not. I think those double pallets, I think they went a little too overboard with them. I think it's a pretty okay map. I honestly don't hate it. Wow, I'm trying to think of what they're gonna play there. That's such an interesting map. Larry's is the second map, so that opens up a lot of possibilities, right? I mean, reminder, the only other time we saw Larry's was very early on in the tournament, and we saw twins for one of the teams, and that was really, really gross and worked out super well. So that's still a possibility, especially with actually just kidding, it's not a possibility. It looks like that got banned. Twins is banned. So you know, as a matter of fact, maybe they were thinking about that because Twins got banned. So never mind. But yeah, Larry's, Groden Storehouse, Wrecker's Yard, and then Dead Sands is another map at the end too, which is, I don't know, hard to say. These are all maps that I feel like are pretty like novel to me in terms of seeing competitive teams play on them. I don't know what really to expect, I guess. Like how, like what's the killer? Okay, what's expected killer result on Freddy Fazbear's? I don't
mean,
know.
It's a very big map, right?
Yeah.
So I would want some mobility on it. I could see something like Dracula, but even then, I don't think you can control that map. I think you're always going to look at stages. If you get like your 6 to 8 stages, then you're probably good. And yeah, that's what I would probably aim for, because I think that's a pretty good map for survivors, right?
Yep, 100%. Oh man, I just peeked over at Discord and I was just looking at the channel with the 2 teams where the maps are listed, and Zeno posts a list 1 through 5 of the exact killers that they're playing on each map, and then quickly deleted it and went, "Oops." Oh my god, bro, classics. You know, I didn't catch
Wait,
any of it.
really?
He deleted it fast enough that I didn't catch any of it.
No,
But that's
bro.
so funny, bro. That's so funny.
Oh my god. I did that once. I sent my build in the match channel instead of the team channel. I think that's a mistake. You only do once though.
Yeah, he fixed it fast enough that I didn't actually catch like any of it. Like I saw it, like I think the second I processed what it was, he like deleted it because I was literally staring right at it. That's so funny. Oh my god. Oh, classic Xeno.
I want to Xeno slept well like today.
Yeah, hopefully well. I feel like that seems to be a big part of how Elysium does is like how awake and aware is Xeno in the moment, you know?
Great. I mean, now that I have Zaka too, it's kind of an interesting team. Like we talk about it a little bit. Like they have a lot of people who IGL, and like almost you could almost say so many. Like Pedro used to be the IGL for Calamity for a long time. Xeno used to be is the IGL for Elysium, I guess. Zaka used to do it a little bit on Eternal and fully on Praxis, and now they have a lot of cooks in the kitchen.
Yeah, I think that's the big thing. Like again, I know we talked about this like I think like off stream at one point, but yeah, I think when I first heard about Zaka going to Elysium, that was the first thing I thought of. Is that feels like, because to me that feel like, okay, I'm not like high level competitive DVD, but I've played other competitive games in the past, and I know that's definitely a big issue that I've seen with a lot of teams is when you have too many IGLs, because like really the way it works is when someone makes a call, everyone just has to like do it, right? Like even if people disagree, it's like if everyone starts doing different things, everything just collapses, right? So like whoever is IGLing like needs to be trusted, and like people just need to do it regardless of whether you like, you know, actually agree with it or not. Otherwise things fall apart. And again, like from what I understand about Zaka, he seems like the kind of player that can't help but IGL, right? Like he just has that like leadership quality to him where he wants to like, you know, make sure everyone's doing the right thing and like direct people around. But I feel like Xeno again is the same way. I don't know Pedro that well, but I do know that he IGLs a lot as well. So yeah, if they have like 3 different players that are all like that, that feels so difficult to navigate. So I'm curious if we kind of see that. I feel like if we ever see a moment where Elysium maybe feels a bit indecisive, or if they're like, you know, not fully committed to a strategy, that could be something that happens on the back end with their comms that we're not really seeing. But again, like on paper, just as players, like this, it just has in terms of just skill of players, disgustingly good roster though. Like if they are all on the same page, that is a disgusting team. So I mean, we'll see if they have it figured out, I guess. Sinner is obviously no joke too. This team is so interesting to me. I love Sinners, man. They're so good. Like they're always playing on ping, obviously, because they're from South America. So like I almost never see them in a good ping matchup unless we happen to have a tournament where we have like multiple South American teams. But even on ping, they just play so well, bro. Like they somehow manage to play their chases so well, even on like 150 ping. And like Jason's so strong on the killer side too. I really, really do love watching this team. So I'm excited, man. This is just like a fun matchup, I think, between these two teams. These are like 2 of the most fun teams, I think, to watch.
Well.
I don't know if this is I feel like when I first got introduced to the South American teams, and especially Jason in particular, I don't know if this is stupid to say, but you know I'm saying it anyway. I feel like I immediately saw the way Jason plays, and I was like, oh, he's basically South American Xeno. So I kind of love this because now we have Xeno versus South American Xeno, which I love. And for the record, I mean, that's just because I knew Xeno first. So, you know, obviously Jason, you know, is unique in his own ways too. But I think it's really interesting. They're both the kind of like players that like cook really hard with things, right? Yeah. Like they don't follow conventional builds and strategies. Like they will do whatever the hell, be super aggressive, right? Like on Survivor, you'll see them play like stupid aggressive sometimes to the point where you're like, what are you even doing? Like I think they're both extremely fun players, and like their also respective teams are so fun to watch. And yeah, I don't know. I mean, okay, we're gonna be going into this first game. Freddy Fazbear's. It's gonna be Xeno on Killer. What do you think he plays here?
I think I would. Okay, what are the other picks? My first thought is Blight, to be honest. When I see that map, that's like the first thing that comes to mind because it's so big. It's very hard to control. I think Blight is probably the only one that can realistically control the map. There is still something like Groaning Storehouse in the pool, which you can also send Blight on. Yeah, oh, hard. So either you go Blight or I think Dracula. Dracula could also be like with bad form. You can kind of control the map a little bit. So I think one of those two probably.
Yeah, I do think a lot of those like really strong double palettes are still they're still kind of hellfireable as well. So yeah, I feel like for instance, Blight kind of gets destroyed by those and kind of just has to force kick, whereas Dracula could hellfire them a little bit. I mean, obviously it's not guaranteed, but it's something. Yeah, I think it could go either way. The bans here are interesting because they banned Twins and Huntress. So like both two killers that I don't know if you even really expect to see. I mean, I know on Larry's we saw Twins could be very, very deadly with the Stealth add-on, but like Huntress is a killer that like I keep seeing them getting banned. I think it's just that teams don't want to play the set, but I don't know if anybody would pick that anyway. You know what I mean? That's such an odd killer that keeps getting banned.
That was actually both times against Free Jason, by the way. I don't know if he's like the GOAT on like Eevee Head Huntress or what's going on there, but yeah, people are definitely afraid of facing his Huntress for some reason.
Yeah, maybe it's something we don't know. I don't know. To be fair, I mean, Huntress is really good at securing stages. So if you want to get like a very solid like middle ground result, that like I mean, maybe that would be good for it. I don't know, but ain't gonna see it, I guess. So I mean, the thing is though, is that does leave a lot of killers on the board, right? Like even like Spirits there as well. Like I don't think we'll see that this map, but like there's a lot of potential killers to be played, and we are seeing Dracula here. Yeah, so Xeno on the Dracula.
All right.
Quad hexes again.
Yeah, we have Undying Thrill. I guess Bloodfeather and Ruin are like the main players. Like everyone had Devour, but it never came into play. So
yeah, I do kind of like just not even running Devour because yeah, we've seen no value out of that so far. This is basically just the whole build is just meant to protect Ruin and Bloodfavor, and yeah, I mean those perks are both disgusting, right? Bloodfavor lets you like insta end chases, and then Ruin regresses gens at like which start getting pressure. I do think this build seems solid.
Oh. We see 4 survivors on Genoise. These are different gens too. So yeah, there's a lot of gen work, and I think they already rotated the map. Xeno kind of predicting the spawns a little bit wrong, seemingly. And now he's a little bit over the back foot because he doesn't have Corrupt Intervention. Oh, the red stain through the wall.
Oh, the double dash still hits though. Overcome gonna help a lot with this Bloodfavor.
Wait, what?
The bat form.
Why do we have mate for this?
It's a good. Maybe they thought Kaneki was gonna come through here. Maybe I don't know.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah, I mean, I do think Kaneki on this map could make some sense. To me, that's what they thought they would play.
True, I totally forgot about Kaneki because it was banned last time. You could also play that on this.
Yeah. So this might be one of those. I mean, we have seen this a lot where people bring mate for this into the Kaneki sets, and we're like, oh my god, like they made such a good call. And yeah, I mean, this might be the first time where maybe the call didn't work out. Yeah, here's another mate for this. So yeah. Maybe they seem to be like maybe they were just really convinced that was gonna be the killer, and now they're like, uh-oh. Because yeah, I mean that's like almost a. I mean I wouldn't call it like a fully dead burn, but pretty close, right? They have no they don't really have any way of going into endurance. There's no like dead hard or anything either. It's just overcome.
Overcome kind of works really well against Bloodfavor though. That's some distance being bought. What?
What?
What a weird jump!
Oh my lord, bro! He just hit nothing. Good Hellfire follow-up, though. They did pick up Wee Jason, though, so, like, this slugging didn't really end up being that beneficial. I mean, I think he might have had to do it because he was under pallet, but, yeah, I mean, they popped 2 gens.
I wonder if that means we're going to have Kaneki, Foss, and Team Sinners here. Maybe they practiced that a little bit, and they were like, okay, this is definitely the best.
Yeah, true. Yeah, it's a good point. Like, yeah, I mean, if they're, yeah, they all have it. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I guess they're doing the same thing where they're all matching builds. I'm pretty sure they've done this every time, where they all just match builds. So it's kind of interesting. I wonder if we're going to see that change at any point either, if they're just content with everyone having the same perks. Because they don't have, like, they're missing, like, they don't have, like, shoulder or anything really like that, right? You know, they just kind of...
The one thing that surprised me the most about this turn is how people don't rate Deli that high anymore, apparently.
Yeah. And, well, like, certain teams do. Like, I think, like, for instance, Winter had a bunch of Delis and, like, not a lot of shoulders. It is interesting. It's like each team seems to, like, prioritize certain perks over others. I mean, that being said, the teams that advanced definitely don't seem to value it as much, right? So maybe that's pretty telling. Oh, waiting out the endurance, and down goes Wee Jason. We seem to not. Oh, that's right. This wasn't the personal hook. That's right. He got slugged earlier. I was gonna say. Oh. I thought we were waiting on endurance, but I don't think we were. I'm not sure what he was doing. I think maybe he thought he was on the hook too. I don't know. Maybe Xeno's still waking up as well. I'm not sure.
All right, this is gonna stack some fast track. Yeah, Resurgence.
Oh, finds Fendon immediately, though. Bennett's got to be careful. Oh, good jukes. And he should be even be able to make this window, I think. Oh, my lord, Bennett.
Great
So
vault.
strong.
Okay, but Resurgence has been countered. Actually, maybe not. Like, the thing is, Resurgence without a medkit means you have to have someone else to heal you.
Yeah, yeah. So he needs to find someone to top him up, but he's not being pursued, so he'll likely be able to do that relatively easily. Yeah, it looks like right now they're healing him up. Nia is. But Fendit now gets tagged as well. A couple injuries across the board. He's going to follow up on Fendit here, who was, window or pallet? Looks like we have or pallet instead of window, yes. And after this, there's not a whole lot here, right? Like, dog form, very, very strong here against almost everything that can spawn. To the point where Fendit seems to just be kind of going edge map. But, I mean, look at the gen progress, bro. Gustavo's about to pop. Nia's on a gen that's getting close to.
We do seem to be slugging here. I mean, shouldn't you... Honestly, don't you want stages on the board right now?
Yeah. I kind of, like, because, I mean, what's the point of, like... I feel like slugging here only makes sense if you think you're going to get, like, a lot out of it, like a 4K or something. But, like, there's no way that's happening.
Yeah, the gens, the last 3 gens are completely split.
Yeah, it feels like a very strange place to slug. And, like, now we're right back on square one, right? We're trying to get the read-down on the Fendit.
Oh! He's so good with this Hellfires, though.
Right? Immediate follow-up hit on the Wee Jason, too. And Blood Favor? I was going to say he could try to follow that up if he really wanted, but... He's going to take his hook now. But yeah, they're already doubling the last gen. Wee Jason's here playing aggressive. It's not even the gen that he was checking earlier in main. It's a whole different gen.
Do they commit this? They are faster. Can they get a great skill check? One great skill check is all it takes.
Ooh! Gustavo goes down.
They do not get one, but they still... Wait, we're still slugging.
I mean, yeah, Gustavo's fresh, bro. I would just maybe take that fresh hook, plop, like, I don't know, like maybe we go plop that bad boy in basement with Hellfire and... Call it a day? I don't know.
I think his team is yelling at him too.
Yeah,
okay, this is... If Gustavo were to die here, there would be 6 stages and 4 fresh hooks, which I guess is not the worst result, but definitely beatable. Oh, maybe we can get more though.
I do think, again, this map does feel like it should be a pretty heavy... Oh, that juke from Wee Jason. So good. I do think this map does feel like a, like a good Survivor map that I think that would be a pretty decent result, but he actually allows the other hook to happen for free.
God, just holding W there is maniac behavior, but he is still on his trail, but...
The hinder. He gets the hit on Gustavo, so I mean, they're all worth the same stages here. He really could get anybody. Gets Gustavo. Does he try to... I mean, it's Xeno. He's definitely going to try to get more for sure. He might be able to.
That's a good challenge, though. And the heal is coming through, but he still wants Wee Jason here. Or not.
Oh, the range just doesn't get him. Fendit doing a good job of threatening this, forcing his hand. Doesn't get that on the window either. I think guys just take this hook now. He's going to be way too recovered. He can't really risk anything else.
Could they? I mean, saving against Dracula is like kind of meme, right? Like you can just Hellfire zone.
Yeah, especially considering... Yeah, considering Blood Favor's up too, like whoever gets hit initially is also probably just cooked immediately. Like I don't think really risk it. So yeah, it's gonna be 6 stages, 4 fresh final result. Again, I feel like not bad. I don't think it's like an amazing result. Like I don't think you go into your strive around like, yeah, we're gonna win this one for sure, hell yeah. But I don't really feel like you're dooming this one either. Again, Freddy Fazbear's is such a big map, and like the resources here are pretty solid, right? I mean, like all these double pallets and. Like, I do feel like this feels like the type of map where you could see one of those, like, 3-4 stage matches, right? Like, that doesn't feel too unreasonable. So, it'll depend. I mean, again, it will be Wee Jason on Killer, probably, who is a very, very good Killer player. And obviously, like, you know, this is cross ping too. So, at least him still have to lock in on Survivor. But I think this one could still go either way. That felt like a very middle ground result in terms of how I think that should go.
Yeah, I think, okay, it's probably going to be Ghoul, right? If they think Ghoul, I mean, unless they're always like, unless they're just like made for this, but that was like pretty odd choice.
Yeah, again, considering they had no endurance in their builds, right? Like if they all had Dead Hard or something, I'd be like, okay, sure. But like they didn't have Dead Hard. They all had Overcome. Like they had nothing to put them into deep wounds other than just like the random unhook endurance, I guess. So yeah, that felt like it had to be Kaneki preparation. Like it had to be, which is Interesting. And also for the record, I don't know if I'm crazy. I still feel like Resilience counters Kaneki way harder than Mate for this. And it also gives you like gen speed. I'm a little surprised to see people running Mate. And like I feel like Resi also works if it's not Kaneki, right? Like I find there's a lot of build choices that kind of confuse me with
I don't know.
a lot of these, to be honest.
I don't know if Resi counters him that hard on ping though. That's one thing to consider.
That is true. On ping, where yeah, maybe you just have to send things a lot. That is true. Yeah, maybe this maybe is actually better there. And I mean, Mate for this, for the record, is a good counter. Like I'm not trying to say it's not. It's just I think Resi is like also a good counter that gives other like benefits too. So it's just it feels like the better choice to me, but you know, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know if I like Sinnoh's builds. They feel a little bit random, but I guess they got all the way here, and that result was also not bad. Like, it's gotta depend all on how Jason can do. He's probably gonna cook up some Storm on his build again. I can't wait to see that.
Yeah, and also for the record, I'm pretty sure the builds we saw out of Sinners that game was like extremely close to the ones we saw yesterday. Like again, I think yesterday in the Nurse set, they had the exact same builds, but maybe DS instead of Made for this, I think. But like the Overcome, Resurgence, and whatever the last perk is that I can't remember. Fast Track. Like I'm pretty sure those three were on all four survivors builds pretty much every game yesterday. So I wonder if that's going to be a thing. Maybe those are just their 3 staple perks, and then they just slap on whatever 4th perk they think they want for that particular match. I guess I don't know. I mean, we'll see. We're gonna have 2 more games of survivors at least from them to see if they kind of keep cooking with that or not. And yeah, we're gonna have Jason on Killer, and we'll see what Elysium does too. Elysium, again, it's been a while since we've seen them, right? They were the first matchup yesterday, so I feel like it's just been a while since we've seen their survivors. But bro, this team, like, I think maybe one of my favorite survivors to watch and chase is Yvonne. He is so disgusting, bro. Like, I swear I don't know if I've ever seen a survivor able to like put a team on his back as hard as I've seen Yvonne do with Elysium so many times.
Really,
like, he is such a good player, bro. Yeah. Like, he is so good, bro. Like, I've seen him do so much crazy shit. I mean, you could say that about multiple survivors, I think. Like, I think you can say that about Jaw. I've seen Swatter do that for Umbrella a lot. Like, there's definitely multiple people I think I could say that about, but I think Yvonne is maybe one of the ones that feels consistent at it. Like, I feel like he just is such a like, he's so hard to chase, dude.
There's like a ridiculous survival lineup. We have Zaka, we have Ivan, we have Marcos, which also played incredibly well in the last tournament we commentated. Always good for some good chases. And we have Xeno, which is the ultimate wildcard. Both on Killer and Survivor. You never know what you're going to get.
Yep. Just super fun to watch again. I think Xeno is probably one of my favorite players to watch just in general as like a fan of just watching comp. Like, he is such a wild card, you know? So, yeah, like very aggressive a lot of the time. Also another thing I forgot about that I was very interested in is that because Elysium was the first matchup yesterday, they kind of played, I feel like, before the meta was established. Like, if you remember, their builds were like kind of bad. Like, they ran like full aggressive, like they had like Dead Hard, Resi, Prove, like they ran like full Gen Rush builds that were like way overcommitted to it, to the point where like it wasn't really the most effective. And I feel like all the teams kind of adapted as time went on. So I'm going to assume that they probably have also adapted. And I'm curious now how they're going to do now that maybe there's a little bit more of an established meta, and they can probably just be like, oh yeah, we see what works. We're going to run what works. And I think this will be our first time seeing them with that adjustment now.
All right. I am seeing Block of Rings. So that's the first indication. We are probably going to play for self-unhooks here. Yeah. Which is, I mean, on a big map, it kind of makes sense to me, honestly, because the rotation times are longer, and having people just be able to self-unhook themselves, it kind of makes sense. Like, it almost looked like it backfired for Invictus, but the gens were just so fast that it just straight up didn't.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like I think just being able to lead people on gens, like from the get-go, right? Like, even Deli, you still at least have to have that moment where one person gets the unhook for Deli, right? Like, oh, Blight is a spicy pick here.
No out. Yo!
No way out Blight. This is spicy. Alchemist Ring, I mean, makes a lot of sense here with how big this map is. But this is okay. What's interesting here is I feel like if you're busting out Blight here, I don't know if this is like, you know, if you agree with this, I feel like this is like a must win then. Because that means you're saving, that means Elysium still has Blight for another map. Like, if you lose this, if you're Sinners, suddenly you're in a really tough spot where you have to go against Blight as a non-Blight killer on some other map. So
That's
pressure's
right.
on for Wee Jason to make something happen here, I think, now.
Right now, Blight still in his pre-nerf form and an absolute powerhouse and definitely the strongest killer in this setting. That's the first hit on Xeno here.
Yeah, Xeno has just this bad filler. And again, against like a ping matchup especially, this is really tough. Wee Jason gets a very fast 2 rush down. And yeah, realistically, just based on killer matchups, this should be a Sinner's win, assuming everyone plays, you know, well.
I'm kind of curious, what are the survival builds that we see here? We have Dead Hard Resi. All right, cool. That is Dead Hard. Wait. Are we just straight up balling with Dead Hard Resi? Okay.
Yeah, I guess so.
Wait, no. Xeno has to be different. What
Yeah,
is
of course,
this build?
yeah. Counterforce and prove plot
Dude,
twist. Yeah,
that is looking like Chaos Shuffle to me.
Look, yeah, like, actually, what's the game plan there? I don't. Interesting. I feel like they were putting together builds, and Xeno was like, wait, what about Totem's Man? And then he like put on Counterforce. They're like, whatever. Like, it's so. He
Okay.
Tried to plot twist, but yeah, he doesn't even have anything for this. They have nothing for this. They have no shoulder. They have no anything. They have nothing for this at all.
Elysium does not seem to be crazy on the theory crafting, I think.
Yeah. It's so bizarre to me because like they didn't even just like copy anyone else's builds either that everyone's been running. They're just like, let's just run some random shit. I don't know.
I mean, you could just go for it, right?
Yeah.
It's really Jason is gonna tell out. Wait, do you have a Mori? We are not going for this.
Wow.
I mean, he
can't
doesn't really
believe
need
we're not
to,
going for
given
this.
the win con, I guess. You don't really have to.
Yeah, but it was kind of right there, right?
Yeah.
And I feel like you kind of confirmed that there's no anti-tunnel because you just tunneled him, right?
True.
Like you just hadn't got him off hook. And yeah, I guess now he's gonna decide to go for it. It's a bit of an odd pivot.
Do you still find him though? He plot twisted somewhere.
Yup. I guess based on the amount of time it took, he's trying to predict, but yeah, he's somewhere else. He's over by Shack somewhere.
I think we Jason's kind of like looking if we can find him.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Alchemist ring rush from downtown cross map and converts it on Ivan. Wow.
Oh my God, he took the world tour for that hit. Holy, that was crazy. And there's a pain res. And yeah, I mean, WinCon being what, 7 stages? We're already at 3, and there's 3 gens left. Again, we have no way out, no way to fall back on 2, which I feel like has got to be a. Oh, what? Oh. Manages to turn around and see Marcos hiding in that corner and gets that weird. It was a bit of a weird looking hit, but I'm assuming that's just spectator lag, I guess. But yeah, very, very good tag there. And again, I don't there's no world where you expect no way out Blight, right? Like that is such a interesting choice. And Yvonne in trouble. And again, what's so interesting is that Wee Jason is totally okay with tunneling here, right? He's gone after the person that's been unhooked multiple times, and they're just not running anything for it. They don't have DS, they don't have.
To be honest, do you have slots for DS if you use Self on Hook? I feel like you kind of don't. Like unless you want to give up something vital. Like,
I mean, I do think if you just run up the ante, then yes. Like again, we saw that out of I think Praxis, where like I think they ran just up the ante and not slippery meat, and it's still like a pretty high percent, right? Like it's not the like the near guarantee, but it was still like pretty high percent chance to Kobe, and then you could still fit other things in your builds, right? Like they all had like up the ante, DS, fast track, and then like exhaustion, I think was their builds or something like that. So yeah, you get like a little bit of everything. It felt like a really good balance of like having everything in your build. So yeah, I mean these guys don't even have slippery meat. So yeah, I mean, like for instance, I think Resi could definitely be DS here, you know?
Yeah, true.
Like
You're
it's
right.
kind of interesting that they prioritize Resi over Decisive Strike. I don't know.
Like 4x2. Like maybe they're so used to 1x that they like the teams that is not used to like having the option to use everything. But like, is it really that smart to like have no diversity at all in the builds?
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like I feel like it's odd because I feel like that's usually like how people make builds. Like I mean, I've win streaked with Xeno, and I remember when he made our builds, he like that was his theory. Is he was like make sure every build has something, right? Every build has a little anti-tunnel and like a little like like a little bit of everything. And apparently that theory goes out the window when it comes to this Anything Goes tournament. So I don't know. It's kind of odd.
All right,
I mean, last gen pops, and we're at five stages.
To be fair, I mean, Zaka is okay. That's
Saka Kobe's.
No, wait, it's not game. No.
That's not. This isn't game. Yeah, this is only hook stage number 6, and with 3 fresh. I mean, technically Elysium's still winning, but at next hook stage is game over though, and we still have no way out, no head up. So
if they somehow manage to pull out a gate open without the blight seeing them, then they could do this. But like the gates also look so close, right?
Yeah, with Alchemist Ring Blight and Noed still up that they have to
be
deal with
fair.
someone as well.
So like realistically, how do you win here? You probably want to heal, you want to cleanse Nord, and then somehow attack the gates, or like misdirect the killer.
Yeah, I feel like but like Noed's like in between the gates too. I feel like you can't even go for Noed until the gates are ready because like right now he like okay the gates are ready at least now, but like while Noel's still active, he can literally just like, kind of watch Noed.
Yeah.
But like yeah, now that he's like watching the gates, I guess you can send somebody for Noed and then try to hop on the gates if he gets chased, I suppose.
I think Zakas is looking for Nord. I mean, they have all the time in the world, really. There's no pressure at all. There's no timer, no in-game collapse.
Yeah, and I mean, Jason is playing in a way where they could, like, so far, he's just watching the gates. Oh, someone's hiding at that double pallet, are they not? I'm pretty sure, at least earlier that's where somebody was, but maybe not.
Wait, what?
Avon, I think, was there. He's going to go do the gate at, like 1, I believe. With Resi, to be fair. So maybe that Resi value coming
He does
through.
have DH too, but, like, he's never gonna... I mean, he needs to get mental DS. Wait!
Whoa! Wait, he didn't see... Oh, he sees
He
the
sees
progress
now, but it's too late. Ivan already rotated. Wait, oh.
I think he pre-throwed one of the pallets, yeah.
He didn't realize that he was not spotted yet.
Yeah. And now this gets kicked, and this one's kind of really awkward to play. Oh, yeah. Dead Hard, maybe? One spin? Nope. Yeah.
No hat spawn.
I mean, that's... Yeah, it's 7 stages. Yeah, it's 7 stages. That's just enough to win. Wow. Just barely enough for Sinners to win. To be fair, again, I think with the killer choices, this should have been Sinners win. Like, I still feel like if Sinners takes Blight here while Elysium takes Dracula and they don't win, then I feel like that's problems. You know what I mean? Like, they kind of needed to win this. So the fact that Elysium almost still won this is actually pretty telling. Like, that's pretty insane. I think they actually did really, really well there. Again, I gotta be honest, I kind of hate their builds still. Like, I can't lie to you. I'm hoping they make some adjustments and get the builds to be a little bit better. But I mean, they're making it work, and to some extent, I mean, they still had a pretty solid result there, all things considered. Like, if that was the first match of Blight and they got that result, I'd have been like, yeah, like great showing, you know.
I wonder if he would have played fast, would he have tunneled Xeno? Because like the tunnel was so obvious, right? I don't know why we didn't go for that. Like,
Yeah,
what are we afraid of? I guess like one of the only ways to lose is like either DS into a Dead Hard, maybe. Or, like, maybe thought Xeno's kind of like baiting such a play. Because the way he died after the first hook looked kind of baity to me.
Yeah, like he went like he like kind of plot twisted in the corner, and he like kind of like played a dumb window that didn't really look like it. You know, like I know what you mean. It did feel kind of baity, but also like I don't know if he had a Mori, but he also could have like if he had a Mori, he could have also circumvented DS's or you know DS as well in that second down. I'm not sure if he did, but that's also an option. So yeah, it did seem like a pretty obvious tunnel to go for, but again, I think it's easy for us to say considering we're here in the casting booth who can see every perk and every everything going on. I do think for the players, especially with everything on the table, there's a lot unknown. So hard to blame him exactly. He still did make it work enough to get the win anyway. So. I guess it's hard to question it too much, but
yeah,
this kind of puts us.
Build was safe. He played it safe. I mean, he just got it done. Even though it got, I mean, was there a world where he could lose there? I mean, a little bit. If Ivan hits a crazy Dead Hard, then he somehow gets hatch.
Yeah, maybe goes like it goes like hatch or something. Yeah, I mean, it was like possible, but yeah, it was closer than you'd expect. Again, for like how different the killers were there. What map are we going into now? We're going to Larry's.
Yeah, very interesting. I mean, there's a lot of... I don't know. What will you bring here, Tofu?
Wow. Twins is banned. Does anybody have strong stealth add-ons? I mean, Nurse has a stealth add-on, I guess. I'm trying to think of who has like undetectable in this map, because I think anybody that can go undetectable here is usually going to be really strong. Is there any other like S tiers that have things that have, or like strong killers that have undetectable? Is there a world where you like some kind of weird like undetectable Billy or something? I don't know.
Damn.
Like that would be wild.
Yeah,
I feel
that
like
would go crazy.
But I'm not sure. Yeah, I actually really don't know what you run here. I'm really not sure. Maybe Nurse. Like we did see that at Angels in the very very first set.
I mean, the map is small. It kind of makes sense, and yeah, that looks like that's Nurse, what we got. Oh, are we copying Nightlight here? this is a great copy, I have to say. Like, this is
Oh,
the
yeah.
right person to copy, I think. We have darkness revealed and we see absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
It's not Midwich. That's unfortunate, but we also have nowhere to hide and unforeseen.
Yeah, I was gonna say I do think this map is definitely way less good for Darkness Revealed. I do think maybe you could have replaced that with like Ultimate Weapon instead, but you know.
Wow.
But Jason always manages to just find people, bro. I don't know. Like he did this against Winter on getting Meat Plant. Like I feel like his game sense is just incredible. Takes a little bit of an early swing there against Zeno and doesn't get away with it. We also the add-ons are interesting. He has like is that even the stealth add-on? Because
No, he doesn't even have it.
right?
You're right.
What I guess it's blink back. I think it's blink back and longer lunge. Like the blue one's definitely longer lunge.
All right, that 0.1% progress is gonna give him the opportunity. He's nowhere to hide. He's not seeing anyone though. And obviously Zeno's gonna call this out now because he kicked the Gendos. Had 0 progress, so
Yeah.
not a surprise to the survivors anymore.
Yeah, I wonder if they're gonna be ready for unforeseen though. Is the big because Zeno can't actually see him, right? You might have like the terrorists on him, but he can't actually see the nurse. So it might be like he's camping, maybe. I mean, I guess they don't see the anti-camp bars, so maybe they can put it together. I don't know. And there's the Kobe with the Up the Eddie builds. So Up the Eddie getting good value thus far. Already one self on hook without need of anything else.
Wow. Great distance being held though by the survivors here, even though there's undetectable in play. But obviously Larry's undetectable sets very normal in comp, and they always like watch out on safe spots and try to spot the killer if they're undetectable.
Yep. Seeing some scratch marks over on this side. Is gonna try to follow this up. Is he gonna go for like a blink back? Yeah, blink back and fatigue. 2 gens done. Oh, good distance here. I think from I would assume Zeno, unless someone else rotated down here. No, yep, Zeno. Blink back maybe? No, I seem like a good opportunity to blink back there as well, but doesn't take it.
Zeno once again with the Chaos Shuffle build.
Yeah. Same. Is this the same build? Oh, he did get proved last time, I think, right? Instead of something. But down he goes. Yeah, again, the builds are so weird. Like, I think having counter force on somebody is, sure, it makes sense. But
You know what?
like,
no
why?
restriction. He could run anything in the game, and that's what
Yeah.
we see.
Right? Yeah, that's so weird. Like it's like you imagine you see like Reddit posts of killer mains complaining about perks, and you see Zeno's build. Like this is what top players run with no restrictions apparently. Like what? Oh, this 4-gen down here is kind of nasty though. Like they've done all top side gens while Zeno was hooked bottom, and now this bottom side 4-gen is kind of like the last thing they have to deal with. And again, like no shoulder, no like.
Yeah, they don't have shoulder in the builds. I don't know. I feel like. Dude, I don't think Elysium is cooking on builds. I'll be so real.
Yeah, like right, like but the weird thing is that I mean, like we'll see. Okay, like he did have 15 seconds of endurance, so I'm sure he's gonna get out now. But like, if Zeno were to die, like if he was to get found and killed at some point here, and you have a 3v1 with this nasty 4-gen bottom, I think they just lose. Like I feel like Jason could in theory play this in like a very traditional way of just getting a tunnel out and then holding gens, and it's kind of tough. I mean, yeah, they have fast track and like these gens are gonna pop a little faster than usual, but. Oh, hello.
Almost get the opportunity to grab there.
Yeah, I think he blocked him too. I think Marcos literally couldn't move because I think he was body blocked in, which is kind of funny. Oh, max rage blink onto Yvonne and down he goes. And again, this is another survivor that just got off hook. They just don't, like, the amount of DS value they would have gotten in all these games. Like, it was the same 2 survivors too last game. I think it was Zeno and Yvonne last game that both could have got a DS off if they had it. But they're just not running them. It's very interesting.
I mean, they are doing gens fast. Like right now, they're 4 hook status on the board, but it's like it's risky. If one person dies here, you're kind of in trouble. And this is once again another pain rush being collected thanks to nowhere to hide.
Yep, nowhere to hide. Doing some work here. Marcos gonna get carried bottom. Oh, he doesn't have a pain rush bottom though. He has a pain rush on top. So this is away from the gens. You can't really defend that hook at all. You have to just hook them and then immediately bail across the map and not really play around that at all. A little bit more stacks of fast track though.
True. That's like the thing, if you just collect those single hooks, fast track is melting the gens you want to hold.
Yeah. This was for the record, that this isn't meant as a good thing or a bad thing. I'll just say it's an interesting time for this tournament with fast track being the way it is right now. Like I know it's like getting nerfed in like the next PTB or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, that perk is so wild right now, dude. And yeah, it's so strong. it like does make like hooking so like punishing, especially spreading hooks. But again, that's the thing too, is it's like I think that's what makes it so strong is that it makes it hard to spread hooks, but you can't tunnel, or you shouldn't be able to tunnel because of things like shoulder and DS and all that. But again, they just don't have it. Like I feel like they kind of have this weakness to just being tunneled if they want to take it. Oh, that was a nasty blink back. But at this point, I think there might be too much gen progress. It might be like I don't know if you can actually commit to Xeno here. I feel like you might lose the gens if you do. But the blink back add-on here.
What?
Ooh, okay.
Oh, I love what Rejace is doing. He's just fishing for tags. He's like right next to that generator, and if he doesn't get attacked, then he's just gonna blink back.
Yep, this. I feel like this is like the best use of blink back that we've seen, like this whole tournament. I feel like this add-on is so good, and this is the kind of thing that can be like just completely abused with it. Heals are happening top. They're gonna pop that last gen though. Avon takes the hit for him. Zaka will go down. He is the fresh hook. But are you hoping for more? I think you are. I mean, Avon was right here, right? So in theory, yeah, no, probably blink back, right?
Death, right? I mean,
yeah.
Do you have basement here? You have to also think this survivor will jump off the hook and you might have a hatch play coming. So this is not very guaranteed 3 stages, even though Zaka's a fresh hook.
True, that is a good point with all the Kobe builds. Yeah, basement was in library, but I think it might be a little too far to make it from where he is. So yeah, he's got to just hook him here and hope for the best, I guess. There is a gate semi-close too. Well, no, actually, it's a bit farther than I thought. I thought it was like further towards this hook, but it was actually much farther up the map. Like, I think he's just going to camp his hook and it'd be Kobe. Oh, he did Kobe. Yeah, he hit him off hook immediately after the Kobe. So, yeah, I think you just want to get rid of that 15 seconds of endurance immediately. And oh my lord, we Jason, you're in a net, buddy. Whoa, buddy. Yo. Zaka gonna try to keep his distance here. Pallet gets thrown. Ooh, that was interesting use of like body blocks there. Like they were trying to like take up the spaces where he could blink between that and the pallet. That was actually really cheeky.
Another injury coming out.
To be fair, he could get Marcos too. Marcos is just as valuable. Like, oh no!
Wait,
the Meg sandbag, classic Meg, classic Meg.
Oh my god,
classic Meg Thomas.
Meg Thomas with the Chaos Shuffle build, blocking. This is just like solo queue.
It really is, bro. This is exactly like my solo queue games. Also, what's that perk? Is that one of the like the mini prove perks?
Wait, what?
Yeah, like what's that perk on the left? I think that's one of like 11's perks or something.
Doesn't that reveal when the killer reveals your aura?
Man, I'm gonna be real. I kind of stopped paying attention to some of the new perks that came out.
That
I was just like, oh yeah.
You combo with Object of Obsession, and if you get enough stacks, you reveal the killer aura to your team.
Oh yeah, maybe that's what it is. Oh, that's interesting. Is he actually? Wait, for the record, is he gonna be able to find Xeno now too? I think so, right? Yeah. If he can, well.
What?
Oh,
a tiny bit too late. Wait, what?
I didn't even think he plot twisted. I thought he got downed.
You must have done that just in time. Like, there is a thing where you plot twist and get hit at the same time, and plot twist activates even though you got hit by the killer. That is
yeah. It's almost like old like syringe tech or something. Yeah, I think I've seen it. It's very it's like one of those like input server delay things. Yeah.
I mean,
so that must have been what happened there.
Okay, the Anok is seemingly coming through, but.
Yeah, I mean, as long as they don't send Marcos in for this, which I mean, to be fair, he is here. I'm kind of surprised.
Why don't you hit Marcos?
Just hit Marcos. Yeah, just hit Marcos and try to blink after him. Yeah, I'm very surprised he doesn't. I was gonna say, as long as they don't send in Marcos, there's not that much risk because like everyone's only worth one stage.
That already came through.
Him in. Endgame collapse is going. To be fair, they're gonna try to give him a chance.
Random hatch,
I suppose. Yeah. Nope. Down he goes. They're not gonna be able to get it.
That's quite a lot of stages though. If you look at the scoreboard, we have 3, 7, 8, 4.
Yeah, 8-4 is not bad at all here for sure. Like on a map like Larry's, I feel like this is pretty solid. I mean, again, this is Nurse. This is one of like the big two. You know, I feel like Nurse and Blighter. I feel like you could probably safely say Nurse and Blighter are probably the only 2 killers that everybody universally agrees is S tier, right? Like, I mean, some people put Billy there, some people don't. I feel like Nurse and Blighter are like the big 2. You know, so I mean, this is Nurse though. 9 stages. I would argue Sinner's coming out here and using Blight right into Nurse. I really think that they need to win this one. I would hope, right? I think if you come out of this set down, that's going to be pretty unfortunate. Well, I guess they did win the first one, but still, like this is a good result. And
Yeah.
I'm curious if they're gonna match Nurse now on Elysium side. I feel like maybe, yeah. I mean, is there a map that you would save Nurse for here? I mean, Wreckers maybe. It's like we still have Groaning, Wreckers, and Dead Sands coming up. So I don't. I feel like you could save Nurse for Wreckers maybe, but I do feel like if you do, like, who plays here then? You know, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. This will be odd. I'll be curious to see. I still think you could cook something here with like maybe like a not Nurse killer that just has some like stealth perks. I think could actually be cooking here, but
Ooh.
we'll see. I don't know.
Actually, I just heard Elysium does not have Obi available today.
Oh,
That
really?
doesn't matter crazy a lot. I mean, for Blight, Obi is definitely a really good Blight player, but
Yeah.
that's why they didn't pick it.
Yeah, that's interesting. I mean, I know like Xeno is a very capable player that like can play everything to some extent, right? But
Yeah.
you definitely have to think like if they've been splitting killers for the past year plus or whatever, you know, he's probably going to be a bit rusty on the killers that Obi's usually playing. Like I know he can play Blight, but well, to be fair, I know he was doing like Blight win streaks to try to like match Momo for a while. So maybe he actually will be kind of comfortable there, you know? Do you know, is there any other killer? I know like Wesker. I know like Obi plays a lot of Wesker, but I mean we're not going to see Wesker in this tournament. I'm trying to think if there's any other like very high tier killer that might mess them up on, but I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know what you could possibly play here. I mean, you could maybe do some like undetectable plague with like the aura reveal.
Yeah.
I don't know, but like that could really backfire, I guess. I think
Yeah.
Nurse with aura reading does seem like the obvious choice to me.
Yeah, agreed. I still think, like, also for the record, I still think Angels cooked the hardest on Nurse. I still like I've not seen anyone match those add-ons he ran, but I
True.
think that was such a strong combo, dude. Like I would love to see something like that again. Like no one's really utilized the double blink, like the Campbell's Last Breath add-on. No one's really utilized that since. And I think that add-on is so good, dude. Like it's so strong.
It is kind of hard to run though. Like you need
Yeah.
some practice games with that. Otherwise, you're probably gonna like blink into Nirvana when you don't mean to.
yeah, that is true. Yeah. So I guess that's probably maybe for like the Nurse specialists out there. So yeah, I don't know. I think Xeno's definitely the type to not play a lot of killer pubs. Well, maybe. I mean, he does stream a bit, so I don't know how much he's really used like any of those kind of funky add-ons to the point where I'm not sure how comfortable he would be. He'd probably rather just go with something he's used often. But yeah, I mean, obviously the stealth add-on makes sense because it's indoors. Yeah, I don't know, man. I feel like 8 hooks was definitely not a bad result at all for me, Jason. I think this might be a bit tough here. Like this definitely could be a set that they can take. And if they do take the set for the record, then they're up 2-0, no? Like that would be a pretty crazy way to start this, to be honest. Again, Elysium kind of looks like a super team right now in terms of like their roster, right? Like you'd expect them to be like probably like tournament winning team, right? Like definitely like right up there with Invictus. I mean, not to say Sinners isn't that good too. I mean, Sinners is also insane, but definitely you definitely would expect it to not be like a 2-0, 3-0 type of a thing. You definitely expect it to be a bit of a back and forth here. So
I think Elysium has a crazy good record against Sinners, by the way, too. So they almost like it's a little bit odd how that works. Sinners has a pretty good matchup against Invictus, but they have a bad matchup against Elysium. Don't ask me why that's the case.
yeah.
Like, there's some certain matchups where one team almost always wins, and as far as I'm aware, Sinners almost always loses to Elysium.
Yeah, it's like that weird like rock paper scissors thing that happens in comp a lot. It is odd. Like some teams just seem to like have strengths that hurt some other teams in some way. It is very interesting. Yeah. So maybe that's pretty unfortunate for them in this matchup if Elysium is kind of their kryptonite. But that being said, I mean they are up 1-0 right now, and if they could go up 2-0 here, then
honestly, I think they're a pretty good spot. They can definitely take this, depending on how they adjust to the map.
Yep, absolutely. I feel like this absolutely could happen. I mean, especially with all the builds we have, if they just have like some pretty good chases, last a while, to attack the gens in the right way. Oh, we do see, I think this is the same add-ons that Angels had. It's 3 blinks. Let's see if it's no, I think it might be blink back in 3 blinks. I can't tell what or stealth. All the purple add-ons look the same. I'm not sure. It's definitely the 3 blink add-on though.
I like this build, I think I like this build quite a lot. We do have Deadman Switch to maybe help in that 1-gen scenarios. This could be a grab.
Oh!
This is actually a grab.
Oh no, this is such a bad start.
Undetectable.
Wow, there's even with, but shouldn't there have at least been like a loose tear radius with it being on the main gen? That just felt really ballsy from Fendit, no?
Honestly, I think that loose terrorist probably gave him some safety. Because he heard that terrorist from unforeseen and didn't come any closer.
Yeah, that's interesting though. I still feel like that was a very bold gen hold. I feel like with the nurse being that close ever, it feels like maybe pre-leaving is the play, but
Yeah.
he wants to ult. They all have Lucky Break. I think this is that same thing where they're all matching builds. Is it the same build, but they changed out that one perk for Lucky Break? It is. Yeah, they have the big three again. It's always Overcome, Resurgence, and Fast Track, but then that last perk. This time they went with Lucky Break, which again, I guess on Larry's does make sense. I mean, that seems to be Sinner's strategy. Is you run those three perks and fill in the fourth, depending on what you think you're going against, you know?
That's kind of interesting. I mean, I kind of like it. This is the only team that like hardcore believes in Resurgence, I think. Nobody else ran it as much.
I do think you could kind of adapt to this, like if you wanted to as killer. Like, I think it would be kind of insane to run this in any other context, but you could run something like Gift of Pain or something. I don't know, to like hard counter that if you wanted. But
True.
Okay, kick coming through. This is nowhere to hide, and yep, definitely gonna be a hit here on Nia. Quick one blinker. Already has two blinks. I mean, doesn't even need to wait for like the second. But if you want the third, you gotta wait. Ooh. Is it not blink back? Whoa, it is blink back.
Oh.
Oh, okay. It is Jenner's after all. That was like a 5 blink hit, no? Technically, if you count the blink back. So yeah, like I guess 5 blink nurses back, baby. Let's go.
Kind of crazy. I mean, that's a great start, but I think Sinners is definitely on the generators here, but they don't have the luxury of being able to unhook themselves. So they will have to rotate around.
Yeah, that's definitely the one big thing we saw from Elysium, where they're able to be so efficient with those self-unhooks. And we're not going to see that here. They actually do up. They have to send people through against nowhere to hide nurse with that, right? Yeah. Like, it's got to be so scary to rotate for this when you're like, man, if they just happen to kick a gen as I walk by, like, I don't know. Do we blink back here? Yes. Unhook comes through. But Xeno seems to just want to stay topside with all this gen progress.
Yeah, there are 3 gens here. That just mighty high, though.
Oh, saw some scratch marks, but they're pretty far gone. I think this will be an opportunity to put down Unforeseen. Oh, saw scratches. Wants to follow up on this first, I suppose. The old 3 blink hit. So
thing is, it takes a long time to reach out to those blinks, though. After you 3 blink.
Yep. I think the add-on gives you longer recharge as well, right? It's like a downside. So yeah, it's like even longer than 3 blinks would normally take. But still, the follow-up here. Yep. The follow-up here is so gross. Like, not much Gustavo can do. And especially with like a good nurse with 3 blinks is never gonna not hit you, right? Especially if they have your aura, like you're 100% done. There's no juking that at all.
Yeah, it's so crazy.
Gustavo hooked again. That's the 3rd fresh. I mean, not bad. This still could develop any which way. I don't think anyone is still winning really hard right now. Like, Xeno's doing good, but I mean, fast track stacks are building. They do have a good bit of gen progress topside. That was a really good hit on WeJason, and we might get our 4th fresh here soon.
Yeah, honestly, Xeno's securing those hooks, and there's still 4 gens left. You can definitely tell that Sinners had to rotate for those unhooks.
Yep. And Fendit kind of stuck edge. He's got to eat a hit. I think Xeno probably wants to make this a 1 blink hit, ideally, so that way you can follow up much quicker. Ends up being a 2 blinker. But I mean, I kind of respect the strat from Fendit, right? You like go edge map, and then you let yourself get hit with Overcome, and you just overcome into the map, right? And then you kind of put the killer into like the deepest spot possible. But again, 3 blinks, and he gets the stun, Fendit, with the map too, stun to edge map. Clean from Fendit.
No way! The one blink. He only had 1 blink. He had to hit that. Oh my god, that's a crazy. That's only Xeno would go for that, and it actually works.
Yeah, that's some confidence right there. That is crazy. Wow. And down goes Fendit again. That's gonna be a 2nd hook, but only 2 gens left. I feel like the progress is looking good for Sinners, honestly. Like, again, if you look at all the fast track stacks they have, they're able to put in these gens too. There's only 3 gens down here on bottom side. Like one of the gens is still way up there. If they can pop one of these, bottom side 3 gens without losing too many more stages, they're gonna be in a pretty okay spot. Oh, and Xeno whiffs that. No, that's so huge. Every time
Yeah.
this happens, it's so important right now because this is so close.
Yeah.
Like the progress of both sides is so close right now. Instant heal on Fednit after the hook with Resurgence.
I feel like we Jason had a little bit more stages at this point. So Xeno definitely has to get something going here.
Yup. Look at that 3 blink hit. Even this though, like even taking all 3 blinks to hit is still kind of a big deal in and of itself, right?
Yeah.
Like ideally you would like to get like 2 blinks, that way your recharge is a little bit faster. Like it's just kind of slow. And like again, look at all the gen progress. Fednit wants to pressure this. He's got to be careful. I mean, the gen's being kicked. There's nowhere to hide, right? Or it's gonna get kicked. Unforeseen, nowhere to hide. Dead Mance is on this bottom gen. Okay, we just have this bottom side 3 gen now.
Yep.
Again, a reminder, WinCon right now is 9 stages. The last game was 8 stages, 4 fresh. Fednit, if Fednit dies here, this would be big, especially with this 3 gen. If he can die with this 3 gen still up. The problem is I don't know if you can commit to this without losing it. I think this gen right here was really high prog, no?
Actually, not that high.
No,
but the one
not
on the
that high.
exit gate, if they're just sending that, which no, that's not that much force. You could have actually killed Felon, right?
Yeah. I think we
Wow.
could have. Yeah. Like I think again, it's one of those like hindsight's is 2020 things, but
Yeah.
yeah, in theory, if Fednit got committed to there, then I think Citrus could have been in a really problematic scenario. But even still, right now, everyone's injured now, right? Like Gustavos was a little bit of lucky break. Maybe he can escape that. And it looks like he's not getting chased anyway. But everybody injured now. I think they were resetting. I think they were just hiding it. So yeah, Xeno I think thought they were being aggressive because of the lack of heals. So that was a really good way of hiding the resets. That's why hiding the resets is so valuable. You kind of throw off their game in terms of like what they think you're doing. And now they get on this gen to double it.
Wow, damn. I mean, looks like, wow, is Xeno just
He's-
not holding the gens at all? Interesting.
Yeah, he's way committed topside right now. Like,
He might think that they're playing passive and going for resets, but they are actively doing the gens right now.
yeah, this was a big gamble from him, I think, that's not paying off in his favor. Because that gen is probably going to pop by the time he gets there.
Hello, guys.
Like, even this, I don't think they're worried about this. Because I think we, Jason and Fendit are popping that other gen. Like, I think they're totally okay with being aggressive at this point with how much gen progress they have.
Yeah, that
It's-
gen is probably gonna pop.
Yeah. They gotta be careful to get grabbed, though. I mean, Jason's the important target here, right? Worth a lot of stages.
Whoa!
What in the built-in enduring tier 5 is that? What the? Jason does get tagged, though. Again, how many stages? You need more than this, though, right? Even if Jason dies, that's not enough. That's 7 stages, no? Yeah, we need 9.
That
So,
almost
yeah.
seems unattainable at this point, though.
Yeah. I feel like Sinners pretty much has this unless something goes really, really south here. But yeah, if they get Jason out, I think it's definitely over 100%. And
Damn.
Fednit goes down, but he's worth the least amount of stages. He's not super important. And the other gate is so far away. Are they even
Is
on
that
it
gate
now?
open?
Oh, I don't think they were even on it. They're just now getting on it.
What? That's such
Oh!
a random find. And
Oh,
we
wait a
have
minute.
Gustavo on the gate. Oh,
Yeah, oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. There's no way. If he does he go for the 4-man slug now? I don't know. He's gonna go pick up. Like, okay, Fennet's gonna get picked up across the map.
need to do some advanced math here, but yeah, this is still not enough.
Fennet's gonna be really aggressive in the gate now too, which is really, really smart. Because yeah, you can't really just let him open this. In theory, if Jason and Fenton were to get out, it would still be a win because you're missing a fresh hook. So, yeah, you can't really let him open, or else it's gonna be big problems. I mean, if Jason gets out with his current hook stages, and anyone else gets out with him in any way, then it's a win.
Yeah.
And Nia's gonna get back on this gate.
Wait, we're actually hooking.
Yeah, I guess we want to get the kill on Fenton, but I
Oh
think
my
he
God.
was hoping to do that.
Wait, this Jason, this Jason. What?
Oh no, it's Gustavo.
Jason's also here though.
Yeah, Jason
think-
did run into the map somewhere. He's gone back
Oh.
now. No,
He
they
ran
got
back
it, They got
already.
it. Yeah, they got it. Yeah, Gustavo dying here
Wow.
does not matter. If Jason and Nia get out, then it's over. And I believe they're both at the gate, so there they go. Wow, Sinners up 2-0 against Elysium.
Wow, what a start for them. Elysium in trouble, man. Has to reverse sweep now to not get knocked out of this tournament.
Damn.
Interesting
Yeah.
spot to be in, man. I mean, to be fair, they do still have Blight for the record. Like that was like a
True.
power play pick from Sinners early on. I mean, like this was a nurse mirror. So like you can't really make any excuses for this one. This one was just Sinners winning fair and square for sure. But I do feel like there is still an advantage set of Blight at some point. I mean, I don't know if they want to bust it out. If they want to bust it out next set, or if they're going to save that. I think the next set is Groaning. No,
Groaning. Yeah, Groaning Star House. Is that the Blight map? I mean, could be. Sure.
Yeah, we still have Wrecker's Yard and Dead Sands. I mean, any one of those 3 maps could be the Blight set, really. Like, those are all 5 maps, I think, for Blight. So I don't. Yeah, hard to say. I guess I don't know where they save the Blight for. I mean, in theory, you know, you can save it for whatever, because at the end of the day, you have to win all 3 of these sets anyway if you're Elysium, right? So
yeah,
I don't know really how much they want to like use it early or just use whatever they think they can get the best win on. But either way, Sinners looking good, man. Looking clean. Up 2-0 now.
just
Such good play for them, man.
Billy also being open. You could. Yeah. I mean, you could bring Billy here too. I mean, like all the mobility killers are still open for Elysium. They didn't bring Kaneki, they didn't bring Billy, and they didn't bring Blight.
Yeah. Who did? Yeah, they played Dracula, right? So Dracula's down, and so is Nurse. Yeah. I mean, I feel like Spirit's still on the table. They might use that on
True.
Wreckers, perhaps. Like that's probably a good Wreckers Yard killer, or maybe Dead Sands. I think is less good because it's sand, but. Yeah, like that's probably a Wreckers killer. Kaneki still on the table. Kaneki could be on Groaning. Like I think Groaning is a pretty big map, so I think a high mobility killer like Kaneki, this could be the place for that. As a matter of fact, I feel like Kaneki is probably what I would expect to see out of Sinners on this map. I think considering they've already used Blight, I think I would expect that to be their choice here, probably. Unless they bust out Billy. Yeah, I don't know. Because yeah, like where do you use Billy? Huh.
Also, Billy Crossping, right?
Yeah.
Very, very deadly combination because it's harder to dodge the chainsaw. On ping makes him arguably a lot stronger and harder to counter.
True, and I do know that both Jason and Zeno are both very good Billy players. So like I imagine they're probably wanting to pick that set at some point, right? Like this might be the time for it, I would assume, right? Like it's gotta be Groaning or Dead Sands, you'd think. It's gotta be one of the two. I don't think it would be Wreckers. Like Wreckers seems like a pretty bad map for Billy,
Yeah.
but yeah, so this definitely might be the one for it. If not, it's gotta be that or Kaneki, you'd think, right? Or I guess Blight. I don't know. Yeah, I really don't know. Whose killer do we have first? We have Zeno on killer first, right? So yeah, it's gonna be
Yes.
Elysium's killer. And this is important because again, they need to reverse sweep this. So Zeno definitely needs a big result here. Like the pressure's kind of on him now. Where if he doesn't do something big here on killer and doesn't set his survivors up in a good spot, it's gonna be tough. And I guess vice versa, if you're Sinner survivors, this might be your chance just to put it away, right? Like, bro, it's gonna be imagine if both the sets today are 3-0s. That'd be crazy. Oh my god,
That would be a huge upset. Yeah.
Yeah, right. We've barely been live for like not even 3 hours, bro. That'd be crazy. Oh my lord.
Denying us the content, cannot believe it.
Yeah, but I mean, I think there's gonna be plenty in the grand finals, so I'm so excited for that too. I mean, dude, Invictus looks so good. I think whatever team is gonna move on to play against them is gonna be in for quite a series because that's Which
I
also,
agree.
for the record, is the finals a best of 5 or best of 7?
7. We have
That's exciting.
7. Yeah, it's gonna be good. I mean, yeah, I think Invictus looks like the one that have it figured out the most, in my opinion, at least.
Yeah, agreed. Yeah, I agree. I feel like Sinners does look really good too. They definitely seem to have this like I love their build strategy. I think it's like the most interesting out of everybody's, where they literally just found this like core 3 perks, and they're like, we love these perks. They're good at every scenario, and then we just fill in a 4th perk slot for whatever map.
I don't like Resurgence. I just don't like it because they have like no way to complete themselves. They need someone else, and if I don't know.
I do kind of agree that I think you could probably like take out Resurgence for like DS, and it's maybe just more consistent in terms of like what the job it's doing. Maybe, you know, I mean, I do feel like if you unhook somebody and then also if you do have the chance just to just heal them, I mean, it is kind of gross. So like having everybody react to full health so fast, I don't know. Like they seem to be believers, so I mean, it's hard to argue with them with how well they've been doing so far.
All right. We're loading in, and Zeno has to deliver here. The pressure's on. But honestly, Zeno's the type of player that excels when the pressure's on. That's when he really turns up. So
Yeah, the amount of times I've seen Elysium be in this kind of a spot where they need to reverse sweep, and then it's just like all it takes is like one big explosive game where like they kind of shift the momentum, and then they're just off to the races. Like this. Oh, Blight, by the way. So they're not saving Blight any longer. They're sending that now. Which, to be fair,
Oh.
I do think if you want that like momentum shift, if you want to kind of bring some momentum back in your favor, this feels like a good way to do it, man. Bust out the Blight now.
All right, I think I already saw a mate for this on the Survivors, so they probably thought Kaneki too. And if that's the case, then there is, yes, actually, we have the mate for this
Yep.
on
yep.
everyone, like literally on everyone.
Yep,
there we go.
that's just the fourth perk they went for this game. The build's always the same. It's so funny.
It's very
So, yeah, no-
straightforward.
Yeah, but it's interesting that they keep gambling with Made for this, because like again, it's another game where it's not Kaneki. So like the perk does like not literally nothing, but like near nothing, right? It's still interesting to me that they would use such a like this is pretty much only good against Kaneki and that's it type perk. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And Fedon taking chase now. Oh, great crouch.
Yep.
Thing is, what you also have to, like, maybe you just concede the set if it's Blight, like, period.
Yeah.
Like, because you cannot counter Blight with Blight. I mean, it's not impossible. Nothing is impossible ever. But he does seem to be the strongest killer in this setting.
Yep. Yeah, for sure. So yeah, like, even in terms of builds, right? It's like you play to counter Kaneki, but then if you get Blight, you're like, well, whatever. It's Blight anyway, you know.
Yeah.
That being said, this is a rough start for Zeno. I mean,
Yeah.
Fendit is juicing right now, bro. Like,
I said it earlier. Zeno is not the Blight player for Team Elysium. Usually it's Obi, but I don't think he's available today. So Zeno, obviously, no question about it. Very good Blight player. Also did a Blight streak not too long ago, so he should be in a good spot here.
yeah, like
play him.
relatively warm. But like that being said, 2 gens done for the first down coming in, I think is a really good start for Sinners. Like that's, I think, above average in terms of starts we've seen for Blights. I feel like most Blights get it down and like maybe 1 gen pops, but like usually that's it. Like 2 full gens completed, and they've like already rotated to the next ones pretty much. So
Yep.
yeah, this is, and if they can get this heal, like if he fatigues and they get this heal and then resurgence heal, that was kind of fast. I'm surprised they didn't wait a little bit longer for that.
To be honest,
Oh,
this
he messed
is-
it up though.
this was the build that I always expected the killers to run, to be honest.
Yeah,
Kind of like
same.
the Fresh Hook build, but that's the first time we've ever seen it.
And again, no significant anti-tunnel means that he could do this too. This is another thing that, like, again, this is where I think the hole in their builds is. Again, is that there's no significant anti-tunnel. I still can't believe that a lot of teams aren't bringing, like shoulder, deli, like, I don't know, like,
Okay.
even like DS.
Leverage. The Sinners counter pick.
True, yeah, like actually. Leverage a Gift of Pain, and then their whole builds fall apart. So, you know, bouncing all over the place. See, the problem here is, like, I feel like the idea of tunneling here is, like, actually good considering their builds, but it was such a bad start. They have so much gen progress right now.
Yeah.
Like, Jason's at the pop. Gustavo is a gen that's pretty much about the pop. Nia's even started the last gen after that. Like, I feel like if the first down of Fendit came in earlier, then I think Zeno, with this strategy, would be in a very dominant winning position. But
He is
that
going
first race from
back.
Fendit.
Is someone
Yeah.
actually playing for the Sanhok?
I mean, I think Nia's on this gen. Yeah, Nia's on that gen, like in like the deep pocket. And Gustavo's gonna pop the other deep pocket gen. So like, we Jason's gonna come into 1-for-1. Yeah.
Oh, you definitely gonna take that Paris, right?
And they have so much gen progress, dude.
Oh,
But
this time
you
wasted.
can't tunnel now. I think you have to defend that gen that's in the pocket here. Like he knows it's being worked. Yeah, like they just have too much pressure. So yeah, this kind of stops the tunnel out on Fendit, and now he has to go for this.
Wait, what? What? You actually
Ooh.
predicted them edge map. What?
Yeah, finds the edge map stealth. Zone kick there as well. The gen split right now is just nasty though. Like they
Yeah.
have this super deep pocket gen, and they have like I didn't see exactly what the other ones were, but there has to be like a nasty split in terms of like the ones near main. You'd think. Big flick down there, and down he goes.
Very close Scotch Hook though.
Yep, that'll be pain res. In theory, if we can get it down to Gustavo and get that 4-second brim, that could open up a big opportunity for.
What?
Oh my God, Zeno! What is this? What are these
Yo.
pods? Wow,
Okay,
the gen setup's actually not that bad. I lied.
I just realized too.
Yeah, I guess they were all just doing gens that were like far away from the hook, so they were just doing safe gens, and that kind of does leave this bit of a 3-gen here.
Did
But I
someone
mean,
actually
again-
rotate? Yes, they
Oh!
did. But
Oh my god.
I mean, surely Xeno knows he has to interrupt this gen. The good thing is, if Gustavo goes down here, this is both a Grim. Wait, what?
Why is he not hitting him? He wants defending it, I guess. He wants to kill and
What?
defend it. That's insane greed considering he's Grim and also No Way
Bro.
Out. And there's still so much value in hitting. He could have 2-rush hit Gustavo.
That is the kind of greed they talk about in the Bible.
Like,
To be
genuinely.
honest.
Genuinely, bro. Like,
Why?
what in the world?
This kind of like risking it all, no? Actually.
Yeah. I mean, now he gets a 2-rush hit on Gustavo, but he
But-
kind of gave them time to unhook, and they're going to be pressuring that gen in
Yeah.
the pocket now.
The other gen
And
is
it-
going to be doubled with fast track probably because we have so many stages on the board.
Oh, and he messed up his pop logic here. There's no way he gets that. Yep, no possible way he gets that. That should be the last gen pop. Man, that felt like such a fumble. I feel like if he just 2-hits Gustavo there, like if he 2-rush hits Gustavo and then follows that up. I mean, maybe Shack Pallet's still up, so maybe he just
What?
knew that he couldn't get the follow-up fast enough. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, he gets it now. But yeah, I mean, Grim and Painterez do nothing now. So this is basically just for the fresh hook.
They did
I mean-
not. Yeah, they did touch it though. Okay, no out has already been triggered. No
Yep.
false stack. Wait, do you still get Grim proc of this?
Oh, like the aura reading? Oh, you do, I guess. Yeah, you get the aura reading, I suppose. So yeah, immediately has the aura reading on onto the obsession. Nia gets a hit onto her. Can try to follow this up, but I mean,
Yeah, if this is a two tap, maybe you can go for one more after this.
yeah, I mean, you still like the No Way Out's gonna be done here in like 10 seconds ish. So nice. They're now on the gates though, but he,
Oh, it's so far away.
yeah.
It's so far. But actually, with Jason abandoning his gate.
Yeah, it
he
is
says
off
he
of his
doesn't
ring.
make it.
Oh, he's going towards where the unhook happens. Oh, fine. That's suspend it, right? Probably like the least valuable target you want. Oh, tries to flick around the L2 wall, but doesn't get it. They're both on gates. I mean, Fendit's playing very aggressive on the close gate. So it feels like they want to go for the save, honestly. If they're playing that aggressive on the close gate. Ooh, Gustavo's a
overcome.
good find, though. Yeah, but overcome, yeah. You
We
need
need
basically
to
like a
M1
normal
this.
M1. Yep. And you get it.
Hit tank.
I mean, you basically need a doorway to hit tank this in, otherwise it doesn't work. Oh
He
my
misses.
god.
And then might get that knock too.
Yeah, I think Fendit's gonna be able to open the gate and get the unhook, and I think Nia will also be out. Yeah.
15 seconds
I mean-
endurance.
Yep, 15-second endurance, and also, yeah, I was gonna say resurgence. Yeah, she was like, "You want to top me up?" And they were like, "I don't know," but yeah, I mean, I think either way, whether they heal or not heal, either way, you're out. Wow,
Oh my god.
this is 6 stages, 4 fresh.
Wow, that's not a good result. Team
Yeah.
Elysium kind of on the ropes right now. This is not looking
Yeah.
good.
Agreed. Yeah, considering this is the game you bust out Blight for, and then yeah, 6 stages, 4 is not that crazy. I mean, I think there's a lot of things that we can see here from Sinners, right? Kaneki, Billy, there's a lot I think here that could get a better result than that if Elysium isn't careful in Survivor. So that's crazy, man. That's crazy. Sinners looking really, really good here. I still, bro, that decision to not hit Gustavo was so strange, man. Like, again, I mean, I guess Shack Palette is the only thing I can think of that, like, I'm trying to think of where his point of view was, right? Because, again, like, far be it from me to think I know the game better than Zeno, right? He's a much better player than I am. But, like, I'm just trying to think of the logic of that, right? I mean, I guess maybe he just thought if he hits him, he goes Shack and he can't follow up fast enough to stop the gen. But
Yeah.
I think the guy was still on hook, was he not? Like, he was either still on hook or he had
Yeah.
just gotten unhooked. Like, I feel like there was time to, like, if you just down Gustavo fast enough, get your 4 stack of Grim, the whole game pauses for what, like 40 seconds or whatever? Like, that's such a big deal to get that 4 stack of Grim, and he just
I mean,
didn't
to
seem
be
to care.
fair, if you actually want to get like a 4K kind of result, you probably have to get someone out there. So I can understand, like, well, as you said, Jackpot is still up. It would, maybe it takes so long. I mean, Fast Track will also kick in.
Yeah,
Hard to
yeah.
predict in this setting.
Yeah, that's what I see. It did just seem like big greed to me. Like, in theory, if you get the kill and defend it there, like if they mess up the body block and you get the kill, then suddenly you have that 3-gen with, you know, a 3v1, and yeah, maybe it's just a 4K from there. So yeah, I mean, knowing Zeno too, I feel like he probably wants the 4K there. Like, he wants to really snowball it into the biggest result he can get. So yeah, I mean, like you said, just absolute biblical levels of greed, and didn't pay off at all, I think, for them. And I think if you're Sinners, I feel like you're probably pretty happy with how that Survivor round went. And again, like what's interesting is that even if they lose this, I feel like again with this being the Blight set, they kind of like should lose this. You know what I mean? Like this is like the strong pick that they had over them from the first round to the point where they realistically on paper should be losing this set because of the fact that Elysium picked Blight. So I feel like there's like not even that much pressure on Sinners right now. It's like cool, we might be able to win this, even if we don't. No biggie. Like this was the set that they used Blight on, so whatever. And yeah, but they still have 2 more sets after this. So yeah, such a tough spot for Elysium, man. Like we're gonna have to see something really good from their survivors here.
Yeah, I wonder what builds they're gonna go for here. Are we going for the Care Shuffle build again?
Yeah, I'm really hoping they switch that out because they probably had the strangest builds I've seen throughout this whole tournament. I'm not gonna lie to you, like just so again, not what you expect. Again, you imagine like a anything goes tournament where you're allowed to run anything you want, and then you look at Elysium's builds and you're like, really? Like that's
To be honest, I've seen quite a lot of times where Elysium literally just copied the opponent's builds when they were playing in my tourneys, and they were like, "Yeah, we're gonna play their builds." So
yeah.
like, but like, I guess they're not big on theory crafting, but why not just copy the ones that work?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying too. Like that's like that's what I feel like people maybe started doing after the first couple rounds yesterday when people were kind of figuring builds out. I figured everyone was like, oh, okay, like they kind of figured out what works. Let's just use whatever they're using, you know? Yeah, but they're not even doing that. They're still like overcooking, I think. Krasu, by the way.
Yo, the Krasu meta is going strong. The 3rd Krasu of the tournament.
Wow. Same exact build too, yeah.
Yeah, actually, what is this build like the? Okay.
I mean, it kind of makes sense, right? Because like Dissolution helps you just get that early game pressure with Chicken Head, right? Like if you find somebody early with Chicken Head and Dissolution, it's like pretty much a guaranteed down. So it kind of gets the snowball going. And then yeah, once you kind of get some stacks late game, it feels like a pretty good way to get like a guaranteed middle ground result, right? Oh, finds Zaka, who did not get a mushroom at all, so he's not even in the middle of progressing. But he's hit, Dissolution's up. Yeah, I mean, you kind of have to play for the sun here, but on the ping that you're on, it's like how? Okay, wait, no, hit tag. Wait, we're actually seeing people counterplay Krasu for the first time this whole tournament.
Yeah. Great hitting from Xeno here. Is he gonna drop the Shark Pallet? No.
Back to body for him. Oh,
What?
beautiful start there. Surprised he didn't go for the infection before the pallet break there. He had him in an indoor area where he could easily infect him, but didn't go for it.
Oh, literally every survivor's here though.
Yeah.
So not very gen efficient from Elysium. This is going to be another hit, which triggers Dissolution.
Yep. I do think delaying that down is definitely worth it though, right? Like stopping this like early chicken head aggression is very, very important. Zaka with a good stun. Is somebody here? Xeno probably going to show up any second now. Yep, there he is. Back to body. They are kind of zoned here though, so it's a little rough. Yep. Oh. That's what needs to be done for sure, is infecting Xeno so that he can't body block this anymore. Do they send in Yvonne, though, or Marcos? Or do they just let this happen now?
Wow.
Xeno, he grabbed the mushroom real quick. I think he was trying to grab that mushroom and eat it real quick and then maybe help again, but Zaka actually mushrooms up himself. You could wait, he can go follow up with Zaka too if he wants. Zaka was in that pocket and he ate a mushroom, but it's ticking down. He has quite a while. No, he gets out. Never mind.
Okay, we did switch the build though. This looks a lot more solid.
Yeah. We at least have Dead Heart in the build. I mean, I think that's all that changed though, right? Is he put on Dead Heart instead of something. So but even that is like a relief to us because we're like, okay, at least the build looks like not complete chaos shuffle. And yeah, the builds are still going with like the same. So like they seem to prioritize resilience a lot on this.
Yeah.
It's very, very interesting.
I mean, so 2 hits on the obsession so far. Remember Me is Xeno's the target for Remember Me. Oh,
Negative rain. Nice. Yvonne definitely in trouble now.
Razzie.
Oh
my. The panic vaulting is working out for him.
Right.
I mean, Razzie is really good against this killer too.
Oh, he whiffs.
Not like this.
Oh no, these get this down. Yvonne's somehow staying alive here. Like
no.
What?
He suck.
Yeah, he dies now. But still, like, this is what I mean about Yvonne. This is what I was talking about earlier. I swear this motherfucker has this weird way of just staying alive for way too long in these scenarios, you know? Yeah. It's so bizarre. It buys a lot of time there. Marco's trying to play real. Wow, this jet is like about to pop. Yeah, he wants to pop this before this hook comes in. And I think he will get it, right? I mean, it's not pain rush or anything, so there's really no way to stop it. It's going to pop.
Damn, one
Now,
gen left.
Okay, do these guys... I've not seen anyone do this yet. Do these guys try to make it a
Dude.
point to grab mushrooms for endgame? I've
Xeno-
not seen a lot of people do this.
Xeno just donated a Remember Me stack, by the way.
Oh,
Let's see
yo,
if that makes a difference.
True,
But,
yeah.
I mean, he probably doesn't know yet if he doesn't know the bolt. What? He almost got found.
Yeah, very, very close.
This is like the
That
comp
would
neck
be
fit because
crazy.
it's green on the green grass. So I guess he
Yep.
gets away with it.
Got that active Meg camouflage. Hit on the Zaka. He could just follow us up at one right now with this solution. There's really no reason to even go head for him here. Yeah, I mean, he's just dead. He can just hold W until he dies.
What?
Wait, did he forget about the solution?
Oh my god, that's what I do too.
Yeah, same. This is like classic, like comp players aren't used to having these perks available type scenario. I mean, bro, they're in a
Alright.
good spot. Elysium is. Like, there's not that many stages right now. Like, there's only 2 stages, only 2 stacks Remember Me. Or sorry, 3 stacks Remember Me, 2 stacks of No Way Out.
Oh, Xeno's in chase.
Yep. He has a mushroom going if he can just stay alive long enough to get it to actually proc.
Ooh!
The solution, though.
Deletes his own pallet.
Okay. The mushroom does clear, but he is obviously exposed from Rancor, so Jason might just have to go for the M1 chase here. But Xeno just has to last long enough for them to like wait out No Way Out and then be able to pressure. And yeah, No Way Out's gone.
Yeah.
I feel like if he just like forces locker right now, are we not good?
Remember
like-
Me. Still active. Ivan is on the gate though if you drop that pallet, surely, right?
Yeah. And this won't even one-shot him, right? Because it's not a... Oh, he gets away with that, too. Yeah, no, this is over. This is over for sure.
Dude,
There's no way
Elysium.
Jason can get enough.
Elysium played against Crossbow well here. Good teamwork. This is the first time we've seen proper body blocks denying the hits
By
with
the
the
way,
power.
This
What's
solution,
that?
this was activated because Marcos got broken across the map, by the way. That's what that was. So, that's some weird synergy you see there. And yeah, that's going to be a Mori on the Xeno, but everyone else is going to be out. Yeah, that's going to be, what, like 4 stages? Wow, that was
Damn,
good performance from Elysium.
damn. Looked pretty good for Jason at the beginning, but he did get lost in the middle part. Also, great
Yeah.
chases from Elysium though, have to say.
Yep. Yeah, both Avant and Xeno at the end there had amazing chases. I do love that they also made it a point to like actually do the body block counterplay early game as well. Like again, we've not seen anyone actually do that this whole tournament, which is kind of interesting. We did see that from them a little bit. So yeah, I do like the way Elysium played that. Like this feels like what they needed in terms of a bit of a momentum shift. So now it's 2-1. Elysium again still in the back, but they still have to win every single set from here on out. So they're not exactly in like a great spot, but at least they're not on, you know, completely 0 wins and, you know, just being dominated by Sinners now. So well, interesting killer choices. We're now going to Wrecker's Yard. So
Yes. Very
Spirits?
standard comp map.
yeah,
think
Spirit's
Spirits?
there. Spirit's there. We have Dracula for one of the teams, right? Sinners? Yeah, Sinners has Dracula. Spirit's available for both.
I see.
Who else? Koniki? I
True.
don't know if Koniki Wreckers. I feel like with how close all the tiles are together, I don't know if Koniki is good there. Like I feel like going for cutoffs is probably hard because they could probably just very easily transition to another tile. So I don't like Koniki on that map. I think that would be a bad one for him. Yeah, I feel like Spirit's probably the choice here. I think it's tough, man. I feel like there's more pressure on Elysium to get like the perfect pick here, right? Like if Sinners like takes a killer here that isn't super great and they lose a set because of it, then they're like, oh, whatever, we still have one more. Like Elysium can't afford to lose a set, so they really have to pick a killer that like is able to win this. Man, I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure. I think because these guys had kind of such goofy bands, they kind of have all the top killers to use still, right? Like Dracula, Spirit,
Yeah,
like
honestly,
Koniki's still there, Billy's still there. Like
I think I like Spirit the most. The more I think
Same.
about it, but you have to be comfortable with Mother Dottering, right? Like,
Yeah.
we saw it on Bolitar. He used Starstruck Spirit, and he did phenomenally well. But that is hard. You need to face on people's heads when they're full health. Do you actually want to do that? Are you confident? Because if you miss those phases and the expose runs out, then yeah, that could turn into a nightmare real quick. So yeah, but I do think probably Spirit. Maybe we're gonna see some Mother Dottering.
Yeah, which is interesting. Is Spirit? Do you know if Spirit is like a Xeno killer or is that an Obi killer? I don't know.
I think, oh, that might be Zaka actually.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I guess I have Zaka on the roster now. See, I keep forgetting they're like the super team now. I keep forgetting. So yeah, I'm pretty sure I've seen Zaka play Spirit. He's pretty good. So yeah,
It's either, I think it's Obi or Zaka. It's not Xeno though. I'm pretty sure.
That's interesting. Yeah, that's pretty interesting. I mean, I think we're gonna have Sinners on Killer first. No, so yeah. I mean, I guess I'm maybe getting a little bit ahead of myself, but yeah. I mean, we'll see what Jason does. I don't know if I've ever seen Jason play Spirit. I don't know. So I'll be interested to see if they go for that or if they have maybe something else up their sleeves. I don't know.
Do you still play injured builds here, even if you suspect a Spirit, or is Elysium gonna switch up the builds?
Yeah, I don't know. Honestly, they might. They really might. I feel like Elysium seems like such a aggressive team that like if any team would play injured builds against Spirit, I feel like it would be Elysium. You know what I mean? Like, so, like, whatever, we'll just slap on Deadheart and we'll be fine.
I mean, one thing to consider here, right? In the normal comp setting, a lot of the perks that make Survive Silent are banned. Here, they are not. So if you suspect a Spirit might be coming, you could swap in Iron Wills. You could swap
OTR.
in OTR is also a really, really good perk. And yeah, that could make it incredibly hard.
True. I didn't really think about that. That is a good point. Spirit is one of those killers that can get like hard countered by perks to like some extent, right? So yeah, that is if you have like a hard prediction in that way.
All right. I'm just seeing Elysium swap to the Survivors U that are optimal against Spirit.
Oh, is that? Oh yeah, that is what. Okay, that is what that is.
Interesting. Okay, so definitely some thinking about Spirit going on. Let's see if they also use some perks or not.
Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, they if they're thinking about it, then they might, right? Like, I mean, I think at least like things like, again, I think when it comes to this kind of thing, like I really disliked how Sinners was like putting on Made for this, right? I know I sound like a broken record, but Made for this was very like all or nothing. It's like against Kaneki, it was good. Against anyone else, it was like not really doing anything for them. That's why like here, I think maybe something like OTR might be really nice, right? It's like you're not full sending it like, oh, it's definitely going to be Spirit, so let's like build our build. Like Iron Will is not super great against other killers, you know what I mean? But OTR is always a solid perk in some capacity. So like, you know, I'm curious if they, or maybe they just do nothing. Maybe they just keep the same builds and just run it. I mean, I don't know.
I mean, okay, I mean, yeah, let's see. I would expect at least Sinners to put on some. They had Lucky Break on Larry's, so there's some awareness on. Let's see. I mean, Resurgence is never bad against Spirit, that's for sure. So that will probably stay. But we'll see. Do we see Iron Wolves, or are we gonna stick with Deadhearts all the way?
Yeah, I will say this is probably my favorite thing about this tournament is how much discussion we can have about builds. I feel like this never happens in other tournaments, right? Like I feel like it's sometimes like, okay, the killer maybe has a couple wacky choices they can pick, but like survivor builds are almost always roughly the same, you know? Like this has been such a fun part of this tourney is like figuring this, and it is Spirit with Mother Daughter Ring, Noed, No Way Out, Pain Res.
All right, that is a little bit, so no Starstruck. Boleta's build has not completely been copied, but yeah, Pain Res and Corrupt, these are like staple picks. Can never go wrong with it.
Yeah, just very, very strong. And we'll see how he can make, how good he can be with Mother Daughter Ring here. I feel like Jason just strikes me as the type where he's going to be good with Mother Daughter Ring Spirit. You know, I don't know. I've never seen him even play Spirit at all, but like the way he like randomly like happens to blink on people as Nurse sometimes, I just feel like he's going to be able to do this in Spirit for some reason. Finds a normal one hit on the Xeno. I think he found him stealthing Edge, no?
Yeah.
So no need to even use Mother Daughter Ring there for the initial hit.
Yeah, no.
Oh, wow. And he actually wins that.
I feel like these are kind of tricks. You can try to fool a Spirit, but these are more like you try to confuse them. You cannot really outplay them in such a setting. Spirit is way too fast. They're on the short side of the pallet. Xeno trying his best, but that's a down. And yeah, Jason definitely good enough to get that. But the first gen is almost complete already. Okay.
Yeah, I think they dumped all 3 BNPs into that Shack gen because it looked like it was like minus 30. So yeah, I think they really just wanted to make sure that Shack gen popped, which is a pretty fair assessment. And the immediate unhook as well here. Or was it Kobe? Kobe. It must have been Kobe. And we actually see Decisive Strike for once. Let's go. And shoulder. They're evolving.
Wait.
Oh my God, they're evolving. Look at them. Decisive Strike and shoulder. Holy, who even is this team? Who are these players?
Oh, and DS is actually getting tunneled here. So this is kind of perfect here. Jason doesn't know this, but he's kind of running into a really, really bad scenario for himself.
Yep. And he's actually doing pretty well in this chase, even before the DS as well, too. Oh my God. Is he even gonna have to use DS? I mean, I feel like you want to use DS first hook in case of Mori, for sure. Tries to magnet that by dropping the toolbox, doesn't work, and he does get insta picked.
Perfect.
Oh,
What?
you can't.
No, Zeno. Did you not sleep well today? Oh, no.
Oh no.
All right, so someone make the GIF already. Someone make the GIF already.
I love Zeno, dude. Oh my god.
Dude, what a roller coaster. Dude, imagine you're in that team right now and you're like, yeah, I have DS. I missed DS. It's like, okay.
I feel like, honestly, I feel like they're probably not surprised.
Wait, did he save? No way he saved it, right? There's no scenario in which he saved it, right?
I feel like that'd be, I mean, man, did they shoulder him? I don't, again, I feel like with the fact that they could have Mori's on killer, it would be a bad idea. I mean, maybe they forgot about that. I don't know. But like, because yeah, definitely the right choice is to use it immediately, right? And not try to like bait it.
Can we switch to Zeno? Can you see if the timer's still up? The timer's still up.
Oh, he did save it.
He did not miss it, but is he gonna get value? Doesn't look like it. He's kind of like goofing around. I think he kind of wants to get value for it now, but that might be a little bit too late.
Yeah. Oh, he's trying to bait like he's doing the gen. Yeah. Oh, no,
he's actually
okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think he was just waiting to see what that next phase went. I think once they confirmed the phase wasn't going to them, he just said fuck it. So yeah, it ends up not paying off saving it. I guess, you know, us laughing at him missing it, you know, I guess we have to redact that a little bit, but I still do think it's a bad decision though, for the record. Like, good down to Marcos here. We're collecting a lot of stacks on the way out now. So Jason's still salvaging this pretty well, right? Like, that's his 4th hook stage. We have 3 stacks on the way out. We still have no end to fall back on. Not really a terrible spot to be in here in terms of like a good, solid, high stage result.
True, true. Yeah, saving that, yes. I mean, oh, why, right? Why?
Oh, we just messed up a Kobe. Marcos tried to Kobe and didn't get it. And he goes struggle immediately. The Kobe builds are backfiring a bit here. Just basically donated a free stage to Jason. And final gen pops. And Yvonne gonna get zoned here. Still, I don't think a gate's been touched. I can't tell, but I don't know if a gate's been touched yet. We do have 3 stacks of No Way Out. It has been, okay. So No Way Out's activated. Again, I think the second they saw No Way Out, they're probably not gonna be too surprised by Noed. Especially considering they haven't seen very many other perks. Hook will come in here, and I mean, the important thing here is Zaka, right?
Yeah,
and I mean, at least he's gonna know this for sure. Zaka is gonna play really, really safe. Yeah, we see he's just getting in locker even. Like, they're not. Yeah. Zeno's also in a locker. Wonder what that's about. I don't know.
I mean, right now, you definitely don't want anyone to be chased while No Wild is on. So
I guess that's true. Yeah, yeah. Like, really no one wants to play aggro right now at the moment.
So what should realistically happen is that Zeno and Marcus should split both gates as soon as they can. And then the Spirit has to commit to one of them. And yeah, I guess. I mean, it's not the worst result, but I do think Jason can be happy about the status he got so far.
Yeah. Yeah, agreed. Yeah. Like, this is already, like, we already have 6 stages. Like, if someone dies here, which again, with Noah being in play and everyone being, even if Noah gets cleansed, which they're actually on it, we still have multiple people injured. Like, it seems likely that at least one more person is going to die. Like, it seems like this is going to be around 7 stages minimum, unless this goes really poorly. They do cleanse it, though, but yeah, Marcos goes down for it. Is alleviating some pressure off Zaka, at least, though. Like, he can now, you know, be full HP and know that he can at least be one-tapped, so.
To be fair, no. Okay, they're going to reset in the corner. They're going to play it as safe as possible. Zaka's probably also not going to aggro anything. He's still his locker. And with that, yeah, I mean, now he can get 8 stages, though, instead of 7. That could make the difference.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. And yeah, Zaka going to play this super safe. I mean, this is definitely the important thing for Elysium is they just want to, like, make sure Zaka stays safe and try to get him out the doors with those fresh hooks because that's going to make a huge difference. He's trying to find the reset, I think, right now. He's not really patrolling the gates. He knows the reset happened. He's looking around edge map. Zaka is out of his locker.
Dude, imagine Elysium is going to lose by 1 stage now. And Zeno saved this, yes.
Yeah, right? Yep. That'd be such a shame. Or also even like Marco's going for that Kobe and giving an extra stage. Like, it is interesting. Like, I think that is kind of like the downside of the update. Like, if you're on up the ante without slippery meat, you still have a pretty high chance of Kobeing. It's just if it doesn't work, it's so punishing, dude. That was a good stun from Yvonne there, by the way. And I'm assuming that they're going to be on the gates now. And yeah, they should be able to get another one. Oh my god.
Does he have Shack Pellets?
No, Zeno used this earlier, so that is gone. But Zeno's going to try to take a hit for him in some capacity here. It's going to be difficult, but yeah, no, not doable. I mean, yeah, if you're me, Jason, you might as well play for... Oh, he does have a Mori, so yeah. Again, saving DS here was just a horrible play no matter what. Because, yeah, there was a Mori in play. I think this, again, probably... This is one of those things, again, I think a lot of comp players just don't think about all these aspects of the game that could be in play because you're just not used to it, right? But, yeah, saving DS there, definitely not the bait that you thought it was, I think. I think you were kind of baiting yourself, if anything. And this ends up being pretty decent, though, right? 8 stages to refresh?
That's pretty high, I have to say. This is not gonna be easy for Team Elysium. I mean, it's like, this does seem to be a map, I think, that was pretty hard to get a good result on. Very low rotation times for survivors, so yeah, the pressure's on.
Yeah, I think a bit of a fumble there with like the trying to save DS. Like, I think, imagine he hits that DS and extends that chase by another like 30 or 40 seconds. Like, I feel like they get so much more gen progress. Like, again, especially with all the perks they have too, that makes gens go faster. Like,
okay, to be completely fair, he was totally dead zoned. He was actually completely dead zoned. But like at the same time, those like 5-10 seconds can absolutely make the difference in the end.
Yep. I think that hurt him a lot. I do think, again, like Marcos not getting his Kobe and giving it, like, again, it's like not only do you not get the self on hook and you force a rotation, but you also just basically, you give like another down essentially, right? Like a hook stage is so important in these stages. So like the fact that he went struggle was definitely a big, that's like, I guess just the downside of those builds is that could happen. So, you know, what are you going to do? I think I've seen a lot of teams where they would try like twice. And if they don't get it twice, they don't send the third attempt and send a rotator. So I've seen a lot of teams do that. Like, I guess Elysium just feeling gambly and tried all 3 attempts and didn't work out. Kind of came back to bite him a bit there too. Again, it is pretty good that they got the fresh hook out. That is at least some solace here. Like, I feel like if you collect your fresh hooks and maybe play a similar way, again, could run like some end game perks, it is still kind of reasonable for Elysium to match or beat this, but definitely not like a freebie by any means. Again, Sinners has been playing really well in Survivor too, so.
Okay, there's one thing that kind of plays against them here. They swapped Killer Player to Zaka, and that kind of, I think, gives a tell to Team Sinners that we are about to face a Spirit. Because Zeno plays almost all the high tier killers. Obi's not even here. So yeah, we're gonna see. But like, if they counter strat this and maybe they slot him, is Ironwill ever worth it here?
Oh man, I don't know. Like, maybe. I mean, they do have that like Sinners has been doing the same thing, right? They run those same 3 perks and they have that like 4th perk slot that they interchange out. I mean, I do feel like this seems like the most obvious, we're definitely going against Spirit matchup that we've seen maybe in the whole tournament. So if there was ever a time to run Ironwill, I think it might be now. And honestly, yeah, maybe, because I feel like you definitely are also expecting mother-daughter ring too, right? So like, you slap on Ironwill and then there's no scratch marks, there's no sounds, like,
especially with Overcome, you can get a lot of distance, which kind of forces the phase. And if you start walking a little bit early when the phase starts happening, there are not many tells for the Spirit to go off, and they need excellent game sense in order to face. I mean, Zaka, a brilliant killer player. I've seen miracles happen from him, so now I count him out, but that's look.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think the odds are against him right now.
Same. And I do think Sinners, I realistically think this is a great time for Ironwill. And I think if they do it, like if they take that leap, and again, how much of a leap even is it? Like you have to be so sure at Spirit here, right? Like, I feel like if they, and again, they have to know the team of Elysium. Like these teams are very familiar with each other. They have to know, like they absolutely have to. So I feel like it's not even that big of a leap of faith. If they just slap on Ironwill as their 4th perk here, like you got to think that's a hard thing for Zaka at that point. Like, it's like having to get this high of stages against all the perks they have and Ironwill. Like,
okay, we're gonna see. Man. Is it Ironwill? We did a lot of talking. They might not even have it.
Yeah, I imagine it's not even Spirit. I imagine we're wrong with that. Okay, it is Spirit. All right.
Yeah, I don't see any Ironwills.
They have Vigils is their 4th perk.
We have Vigil Sprint Burst. What?
Oh yeah, they took off Overcome for Sprint Burst and Vigil. So slight change. The core 3 is not there anymore.
All right, I like this. Languid Touch to counter Ironwill. So Zaka actually did the 500 IQ counter of the counter, but Team Sinners didn't even bring the counter. So
To be fair, that is still a kind of a sprint burst counter, which I think is still kind of a big deal, though, right? Like,
True.
because like half their build is still sprint burst vigil, and they're going to be exhausted a lot with Lagman touch. So
Yeah.
I think the Lagman touch still does get really good value here.
Oh,
And
Shack
mid makes
Pallet
Shack.
gets dropped very early.
Yeah, they clearly just want really good early pressure here to get as much jump progress as they can. We do see Starstruck as well. And I'm curious if we see some Bulletar-esque value out of Starstruck here.
Oh, I was about to say he dropped it on the same side. I actually heard that.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
should
with
be dead there. Yep, for sure. Tough to
Mother-daughter
play
ring.
against this. Yeah, Mother-daughter ring just so strong. The Gen Progress is decent. It looks like I think they were splitting 3. I couldn't tell. Maybe Gustavo and Dilof were doubling, but I think they were splitting 3. And Gustavo gonna pop. We Jason very close too.
You doesn't Vigil get rid of Starstruck quicker?
Oh, it does. Yeah, true. Once the
Oh my
counter
God.
starts.
That's also a big counter here for Starstruck. So Zaka might not have as much time as he thinks.
Yeah, that's true. And that can also mess you up too, because like you know that Starstruck should run out when the perk's on half cooldown.
Yeah.
So like if you think someone's exposed and you like full send it and then you just end up hitting them for 1 damage state, you're like, oh, like that could end up messing. That might have just happened right there to Gustavo, right?
Yes.
I mean, yeah, like it's exposed right now, and it was like wall Starstruck looked like it was still active. So I wonder.
Wow.
I mean, as Zaka, you have to either think, okay, either like it just timed out, or like either he wasn't in it initially and he ended up rotating in, or it just maybe he was able to recognize Vigil.
You know,
I
I
guess
think
we'll see.
we're talking so much, but I feel like the teams thought like 5 steps further than we did.
Right? Like actually, like there's like 5D chess stuff with the builds
Yeah.
out here. It's kind of crazy. And second hook coming in here on Gustavo. We have no endgame perks, so like this is very much reliant on just having a good like mid game in terms of getting the result we need here.
Yeah, but how do you get there? There's so many stages needed, right? And the gens, they're gonna be fast.
Yeah. And there's the resurgence heal off hook coming through on Gustavo. Does Zaka make it back in time? He doesn't. I mean, he might be able to get a tag, but not completely for free. That's for sure.
Oh, another pallet in the back here.
Yep, that goes down. He's going to try to make it edge. There's nothing really over here edge map, so he might end up getting tagged M1 for free. But he'll try to delay it as much as he can. Probably going to circle this rock, do what he can. But again, even this, like all this little bit of time bot ends up being like, again, this is all how everyone plays always. But with these perks, it's so much more impactful too, right? Like the gens
Yeah.
are just flying, dude.
We need
Jason.
Starstruck value here. I don't
Yeah.
think it's possible without Starstruck value. So
Yep.
Zaka will have to try to fish for an insta-down here to get pressure because there's only 1 gen left. He is on his third hook and he needs 5 more.
Yeah, is anyone even? No one's exposed. No one was even in Starstruck range. So, I feel like that's almost GG.
Yeah.
Like,
to
right?
be
Like, I
honest.
feel like
Yeah.
if you can't get a 1-shot down here, yeah, how do you possibly make this happen? Like,
Yeah.
you need what? Like 9 stages is what you need, I think. Yeah, you need 9 stages or 8-4, I guess, like 8 with 4 fresh. But yeah, I mean, pretty much you need 9 stages, and we're currently sitting at 3 with 1 gen left and nothing for endgame. Yeah, at this point, the only way I think Zaka wins this is if Sinners throws really hard somehow. Like, we
Yeah.
basically need a big throw from them.
This might be a little bit of blowout.
Yeah. Comes back to interrupt this. It's tough, man. I feel like you need like a 2-tap and then a reactivation of Starstruck, maybe. Like, I don't know. Fendit's already on that gen. That's so high progress, though. Like, how do you even go for a down here without losing everything? And yeah, like, again, we are committing to this, but yeah, we're just going to lose the gen for this.
Yeah, they
I
doubled
guess
the other
you-
gen.
Yeah, I guess you have to. Like, maybe you have to agi this guy into the map and try to get Starstruck activated. Like, that's the only thing you could even hope
mean-
for here.
So right now we're in 4, which pretty much means 2 more downs are necessary. You cannot just hook someone and win their way.
Yep, and they're all staying out of Starstruck range.
Yeah, they do
No,
need
yep,
Starstruck.
no one affected by it. Yep, no one affected by
0
it.
value. And this gate is open.
Yep. Yeah, this game's over. This game's over for sure. I mean, if Fendit and
GGs.
we Jason walk out of that gate, I think it's just done so right with that, I believe. So Zaka gonna head back. I mean, there's blood here. Gustavo's here. I mean, wait. In theory, is We Jason defended enough? That's 4 stages getting out. That would be a tie if just they escaped. I think. But no, okay, Gustavo's there too. They're all out. Never mind, they're all out.
Damn, that is Sinners winning this series 3-1. Very, very amazing stuff. They stuck with their strategy, but both teams switched it up on the last set. Maybe a little bit of a meta adjustment.
Yeah, that's really interesting, man. Dude, seeing how the builds have like evolved throughout this has been really interesting, but very well played by Sinners, man. Crazy to see Elysium go. I mean, they're such a good team, but obviously, you know, the 2 teams can make it to the finals. Sinners definitely earned their spot. They played this really, really well, man. And they're going to move on to the finals to meet Invictus. That's going to be such a banger finals, dude. Oh, my Lord.
Yes. That finals is not today. We're gonna let them have a little bit of break. We initially wanted to do it today. The thing is, though, it's a little bit unfair to have like a best of 5 and then a best of 7 right afterwards. So we're gonna schedule that. It's probably gonna be next weekend. We're gonna see when everyone has time. But yeah, that's gonna be exciting. That's gonna be a best of 7. So we're gonna have even more variety. We have even more picks, which is hopefully gonna make that very awesome. But yeah, that was it for today. Did you have fun, Tofu?
Yes, this has been so good, dude. This is actually like probably the most fun tournament I've casted or spectated in a long time. So thank you for having me here, man. I love casting this.
We can talk about builds, like what could they bring, what killers could they even bring. There's like the meta so blown wide open because usually in comp, right? There's like very fixed metas and like maybe he's gonna bring brutal or bamboozle, but like we always know like what they're roughly gonna bring. That's not the case here. That made it really fun. But
yeah. It's been, and again, the last day is gonna be even better, like you said, with the best of 7, like bringing out even more killer picks. I'm so excited, man. So, yeah, I mean, I'll be here for it as long as you have me. So I'll be patient and wait. And of
course. And with that, we are gonna head out. Thank you so much for watching, and we're gonna be back next week. Bye bye.
Yep. Take care, guys.